Good evening, and welcome to Big Z Sports presentation of high school football playoffs. Tonight, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, Novellus, and TMK Valley Propane presents the New Lexington Panthers versus the Indian Valley Braves in this Division IV Region 15 semifinal at Coshocton High School. Tonight's game is also brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison, WM Commercial Roofing, Wood Electric, and Keim Home Center. Now let's head to the Hartzler Quality Housing Mobile Studio for the best coverage of high school football with Big Z Sports.
Football is back in Z Country, and it's round 3, week 13. The regional semifinals are here as the Indian Valley Braves are set to do battle with the New Lexington Panthers live from Coshocton. Good evening, everyone. Nick McWilliams and Shannon Thomas will be here on your play-by-play duty calls. On the sideline, it will be Tim Plants. Daniel Adams has us covered on social media, and the Claxon Communications crew is here as we live stream live on YouTube. This game will also be heard later on at 99.9 WTUZ. Shannon, it comes down to this. We can say that every single week when it talks about the postseason because obviously we know win or go home. So far the Braves have been perfect, and the task at hand just gets that much more difficult every week that you're in it.
Yeah, I believe that, in my opinion, these are the best two teams in the region. These teams could be the regional final, but you fell with your seedings. You fall in on the wrong side of the bracket. Now you got to play each other to get a shot to go to the regional final. Like I said, I mean, this is going to be one of these games that I think is going to be a very high-scoring game for both teams. So one of the team's defenses is going to have to show up and get a couple stops.
Yeah, they certainly are, and that's going to be the big key here, but there's going to be so many keys to this ball game. When you consider two extremely high-powered offenses, we saw it from New Lexington last week against Logan Elm. Hey, the end of the first quarter, they were leading 8-7 with a touchdown right before they went into the break and flipped sides. Then all of a sudden you look at the final score, 52-7. The offense went through an explosion. Indian Valley Braves, kind of a similar story, 14-7 at the halftime break over the Waverly Tigers. Some people are thinking, ooh, is Indian Valley going to slip up? Then all of a sudden the final score of the ball game, what was it, 49-14?
Yeah, 49-14, and that was the same thing. Me and Adam Saweski, we were down at Ridgewood covering the Generals and the Newcomerstown Trojans, and we had our phone set up, getting the score updates, watching that a little bit, and we're like, wow, 14-7. And then after half, Adam kept saying, oh, we got a scoreboard update. Braves score, Braves score, Braves score. And, you know, the offense must have got rolling. You guys were in for a high-powered showdown down there. And I think the offenses are going to be the ones tonight. You know, these two teams come from two different districts, the Southeast District for New Lexington and the East District for the Braves. Each team has a district player of the year. So, I mean, it's a lot of special athletes on this field.
Certainly are, and, you know, we were talking in the pregame. You're going to hear from head coach Matt Lancaster for the Braves coming up. You'll also be hearing from head coach Kevin Board for the Panthers as well. But here's something that's a big kicker for Indian Valley. Obviously, through the first couple weeks of the playoffs, it's been limited, Grady Kinsey. Actually, week 1, we didn't see him. Week 2, they brought him out, and he had a little bit of action that you saw there, and ultimately ends up toting the ball 8 times, 170 yards. We've been told it's a full go for Grady tonight.
Yeah, I talked to him down there on the field and, you know, asked him how he was feeling. And he said, I feel great. I feel better than I felt in weeks. And those couple weeks of taking it easy got him there. And
well, let's be honest. Do you think that kid really took it easy, though?
Yeah, and he's not going to tell us the truth if he is 100% or he's not 100%. He's like a caged lion down there on the sideline the last few weeks wanting to play. And the coaches had to, you know, hold him back a little bit and say, listen, we need you on the long run, so we're going to take it easy. And tonight he'll be back, 100% go on offense.
Yeah, he will, and that's going to be a huge key. He might even be playing some on defense. We'll have to wait and see what happens. He's also not been on the defensive side of the ball. That is one of the big things you're looking through here. I don't know for the New Lexington side necessarily, but I feel realistically for Indian Valley very healthy at this point of the season. Obviously missing a couple different components due to injury, but you got to be feeling really good when you've got a vast majority of your starters available.
Yeah, and that's all due to they were pretty deep at the offensive line position this year. They had some key kids go down early with some key injuries. Some kids stepped in, filled those roles. Kids got healthy and come back. But like you said, looking down there at the Indian Valley team the last couple of weeks, they look like they're pretty healthy for a Week 13 game.
Yeah, right now, of note, the injury that has been pretty much all season long for senior Mason Parrish, still down there, the offensive lineman on crutches. Outside of that, of course, we haven't seen Owen Faulkner. He has been on the sideline due to injury. We'll have to see what his status is for this ball game. The Indian Valley offense has been pretty much as consistent as you can get all season long, for the fact that they just continue to find different ways to score. And, we call it a three-headed monster when you talk about Riker, Williams, Grady Kinsey, and Eric Golder. But we found out last week, too, there are a lot of other players that can score.
Yeah, there's a lot of players that score. Colt James last week had an outstanding game, kicking the ball and on offense and defense, especially as he ended up being your McInturf Realty Player of the Game in Week 12. But it really all starts up front. That offensive line has really done the job for Indian Valley this year, and they've made it so the offense can score at will, and they do an awesome job up front.
For New Lexington, talk about scoring at will. This is a very high-powered offense coming in here that the Panthers do present. They had a fantastic season out of the MVL, led by their senior quarterback in Isaiah Stevens, a 2,900-yard passer, 35 touchdowns to his name as well. You got a 1,200-yard rusher, almost 1,300-yard rusher, and a senior in Carson Kellogg, 17 touchdowns. And, of course, the leading receiver in Bentley Hansen, the sophomore for the Panthers. This is a very, very potent offense. Some might say one of the more dynamic ones that Indian Valley has seen all season long.
Yeah, I mean, the Dover offense was pretty powerful when they got to see them. And now this offense comes in, and like you said, to have a 1,200-yard rusher and I think it's almost 1,300-yard receiver, mm-hmm. I mean, that tells you how much they move the ball around on offense and how much they're close to being a 50-50 offense, run or pass. And that really makes it hard for the linebackers and the defensive backs for Indian Valley, because if you see that quarterback rolling, you kind of want to take the right angle to get to him, but he's such a talented special player that if you pull off of your wide receiver for a split second, he's going to put it over your head, and Hansen's going to go for a run.
Certainly will. That is going to be a big key, and somebody who was actually bringing that up in the pregame period was Tim Plants, who's going to be our sideline guy down there all night long, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Tim, I don't know about you. I see you're down there talking on the field right now, but we think that this could have all the makings of an offensive shootout, something we're not necessarily used to when we saw Indian Valley this season.
Yeah, I mean, you got two offenses that are definitely contrasting. As I'm down here, it looks like, New Lexington's going to throw the ball around a little bit, and, of course, we know what Indian Valley does covering them all season. So it definitely has the potential. I mean, both teams can score quickly from everything I've heard, and defenses are definitely going to have to step it up on both sides of the ball tonight.
Well, I'm going to ask you this. Obviously, you weren't with us last week, or weren't with me last week, weren't with Shannon either. Do you get the same thing we got? Do you get super excited right before a kickoff or a playoff game? That different atmosphere, man, you feel it once you walk into the stadium.
Oh, 100%. I mean, the fans are all into it. The players are into it. It's just a different level of excitement. The whole season you get excited before kickoff, but it's even more special in the playoffs because, if you lose, it's no tomorrow. It's thinking about what you could have done different. There's no tomorrow. There's no fixing the problems. If you don't win, it's win or go home.
Yeah, win or go home. That is sometimes a hard thing to swallow, because you've got one team that gets one step closer to their dream of a state crown, and another side that have their dreams dashed tonight. That is the tough thing to deal with when we talk about the high school playoffs. I do got to say, too, Tim, you've learned your lesson. I see that the cold weather cap has made an appearance.
Oh, definitely. Gloves, the hat's on tonight, hoodie. I'm definitely a little more prepared than I was a couple weeks ago.
Well, that is a good sign. We'll be checking in with you all evening long. Thanks for all your hard work throughout the season.
All right, thank you, guys. Appreciate it.
So, Shannon, taking a look at this matchup, too, from the side, looking at common opponents, not really a whole lot of them considering where these two teams play. Obviously, Indian Valley out of Tuscarawas County, New Lexington, down there, or they're part of the Muskingum Valley League. And they have the common opponent that you could look at, Meadowbrook, both victories for each of these sides. How much can you buy into what you could learn from that game?
I don't buy into that one a whole lot. I kind of read a little bit more into the Tri-Valley game, and Tri-Valley-Dover game as Indian Valley played Dover and New Lex played Tri-Valley. I mean, that's two very good football teams. Indian Valley was able to get the win against Dover. Tri-Valley was able to end up getting the win over New Lexington, and I don't know. It's so hard to read when you got so many different components and so many different defenses and stuff. Like, it's nothing against the Meadowbrook team that they're down a little bit on talent right now. So it's kind of both teams for these two were probably not playing starters a whole lot in that game and stuff. So it's hard to get a read. I'm not going to make a big prediction right here other than there's going to be a lot of points scored tonight.
We are both making that assumption, so we'll have to wait and see if that comes to fruition. Stick around for more of your Wood Electric pregame show. We're going to take a timeout. When we return, we'll be live both at 99.9 and here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Regional semifinal action out of Division IV, Region 15. It's New Lexington, it's Indian Valley, and it's live with Big Z Sports.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment and stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season. When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Chenaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Chenaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Lutz Body and Paint, located at 7573 Wolf's Crossing Road in Chenaden-Hutton, is there for you when a never-planned auto collision repair is needed. Lutz Body and Paint performs the auto body and painting services needed to get your vehicle back to looking showroom new in a timely manner at a reasonable price and provides free estimates. Lutz Body and Paint is a proud supporter of the Indian Valley School District and wishes best of luck to the Braves athletes participating in tonight's game.
Ready to unleash your inner champion? At T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia, we're not just about throwing punches. We're about building confidence, discipline, and strength. Whether you're stepping into the ring for the first time or looking to sharpen your skills, our expert coaches are here to guide you every step of the way. Train like a pro, fight like a champ. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up today and start your journey to greatness.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialist in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Here we go, gentlemen. Welcome in to your Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports is set for another playoff battle, this time featuring the Indian Valley Braves taking on the new Lexington Panthers live from Coshocton. Good evening, everybody. It is the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio where we are joining you live here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel in what is expected to be an incredible regional semifinal showdown out of Division 4, Region 15. Your broadcast crew tonight, I'm Nick McWilliams. To my left will be Shannon Thomas. Down on the field will be Tim Plants. Daniel Adams is doing our social media, and we got the Claxon Communications crew here as well. Both of these teams enter as rather high seeds. Indian Valley, the number 2 seed, New Lexington, the number 3 seed, and all roads lead to a regional final through this game to take on the winner of St. Clairsville and West Holmes coming up next Friday night. And Shannon, we know it is win or go home. That is the name of the game when it comes to the playoffs. But there is so much riding on this game outside of that. You're talking about history potentially being made. You're talking about etching your name in the record books. This is something that I know all of these players on both sides of the field, it's going to be floating around in their back of their mind tonight.
Yeah, you know, coming into this weekend, everybody's talking about the Tyson and Paul fight. Everybody's talking about the UFC fight tomorrow night. But tonight, we're talking about the Braves and the Panthers. The tail of the tape, you got the Braves that are 12-0, IVC South champions. You got New Lexington, they're 11-1. They're the NVL champions in the small division. The points scored for the Braves this year, averaging 45.8 points a game. New Lex, 41.4 points a game. The Braves are allowing 18 points. Panthers are allowing 17.8. I mean, if you go off of those numbers right there, we are in for a barn burner of an offensive game tonight.
Yeah, no kidding. I mean, this is a battle of two teams that have definitely earned their way into a regional semifinal showdown. Third straight playoff appearance for New Lexington, as well as they're hunting for their first regional championship since 2008. Obviously got to win tonight and win next week. For the Indian Valley Braves, I've lost track, Shannon. I don't know how many times they found their way into the playoffs in successive years. I don't know how many times they've been in regional championships. Obviously, you know, last year with one of their deep runs, this is a team that knows they have a target on their back every single time they come out in this region.
Yeah, this will be 3 years in a row now. The Braves have made it to the regional semifinals. 2 years ago, they lost to Steubenville in the regional finals. And then last year, they took on Steubenville in the regional semifinals where they lost that contest too, in a much closer game. But this is a game here where I think the New Lexington hasn't been this far since 2008.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, they're hungry. They want to go a little bit further. The Braves, they got unfinished business, and it's going to be an exciting atmosphere here tonight in Coshocton.
It doesn't get any better than this. We'll go down to the sideline with Tim Plants, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. And Tim, obviously, you know, we talked on our pregame there in the live stream on YouTube a little bit, but I wanted to check back in with you. Crowds filing in more. Bands are taking the field. Oh, boy, the excitement is about to blow the roof off of this place.
Yeah, right before the band came out, there was a little, it's kind of eerily calm, but now that they're out, the Indian Valley crowd has definitely picked it up, and it's definitely a lot of excitement down here, and I'm ready for kickoff.
Now, speaking of kickoff, you were down there for the coin toss. What do you got?
Yes, New Lexington did win the toss, and they elected to receive the opening kickoff.
All right, so a similar attack, if I'm not mistaken, as last week as the Waverly Tigers, going to try to start off on the right foot. Given what we've seen for both these teams with how high-powered the offenses can be, I mean, that's not a bad move necessarily.
No, if you can get the momentum on your side and you actually go down and do score a touchdown, I mean, it can be a huge benefactor. It's just the flip side of if you don't, then – you know, the momentum, you give it right away to the other team.
Both of these teams last week kind of struggled at times in the first half. As we already mentioned, it was New Lexington who was leading 8-7 over Logan Elm at the end of the first quarter. Indian Valley had a 14-7 edge at halftime, and then both of those offenses, after those little hiccups at the beginning, really seemed to explode. But I'm interested, Tim, on your take from this. We've talked about the offenses. I don't know how much we've talked about the defenses. That could be your key there. Who's going to make a couple more plays on that side of the ball?
As good as both of these teams are, it could come down to one of those games where it's the last possession and who can make that defensive stop in the key clutch moment. Like I said, I'm excited for this because I think it could go either way. Both teams are ready for this. And like Shannon was mentioned earlier, I tend to agree with him. I think these are the best two teams in the region.
Now, certainly we're going to find out tonight who is going to be the better of those two matchups and move on into a regional championship. Going to be a phenomenal game here live at Coshocton. Of course, got to say, fantastic facility here, too. This is absolutely beautiful, Shannon.
Yeah, they've done a lot of work down here the last couple of years. They just redid the locker rooms down there in the concession stand area. And then the gentleman was telling us they're getting ready to maybe do some work on the press box this offseason. So the booster clubs and the community here has done a phenomenal job repurposing Stewart Field down here and putting it in top-notch shape.
Yeah, it definitely shows all the work that they have put in, and we want to thank Coshocton for being great hosts here tonight. Really, you know, there were so many contributors on both sides of these teams, but if you're looking at it as a three-headed monster versus a three-headed monster, it comes down to this. You've got Riker Williams, Grady Kinsey, and we'll say Eric Golder maybe on the offense for the Braves. That could be interchangeable with a lot. But for New Lexington, it's Isaiah Stevens, Carson Kellogg, and Bentley Hansen. By far and away, those are the three names on each side of the ball that you are definitely going to want to look out for.
Yeah, and you look at these two teams playing two different districts. You got the Braves that are in the East District. You got New Lexington who's in the Southeast District. Well, the awards were handed out this past week. The Braves got a Player of the Year and a Co-Coach of the Year in their district. Same way with New Lexington, Player of the Year and Co-Coach of the Year. The Braves had 11 players get awards in the East District. In the Southeast District, New Lexington come away with 9 awards. So, I mean,
wow.
I mean, both teams are loaded with a lot of talent.
Absolutely loaded, without a doubt, and we are going to have to wait and see how this one shakes up. We're going to step aside for the national anthem. Big Z Sports. We'll be back right after this.
Hey there, football fans. For over 60 years, Hampshire Insurance has been a cornerstone of the Sugar Creek community. We specialize in home, auto, life, commercial, and farm insurance. With our friendly and efficient service, you can rest easy knowing Hampshire Insurance is providing a path forward when the unthinkable happens. Give us a call at 330-852-4087. Hampshire Insurance, proud supporters of high school sports and your trusted neighbors in Sugar Creek.
Triad Roofing and Services in Strasburg has been your commercial flat and sloped roofing professionals since 1979. They do commercial roofing and offer free estimates. Businesses, now is the time. Set your appointment before the weather changes. They can fix your roof before problems occur. They offer maintenance plans. Will come out twice a year, clear drains, and inspect your roof. To find out more, go to triadroofingandservices.com. That's triadroofingandservices.com.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. For more information, visit mwcd.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at sarchonecdjr.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook. Welcome back to your Wood Electric pregame show live from Coshocton as Big Z Sports has regional semifinal action out of Division IV, Region 15. The new Lexington Panthers doing battle with the Indian Valley Braves here from Coshocton. We'll go down on the sideline with the coach. This segment brought to you by Stocker Concrete and its head coach Kevin Board for New Lexington. Coach, obviously a big congratulations so far for the postseason and congratulations on what's been a great regular season. What's kind of been the biggest key to success for the Panthers so far this year?
Thanks a lot. I think that our senior leadership has been really good, which has allowed us to get through some moments of adversity that in years past we haven't necessarily been able to get through on top. We've been balanced on offense. Defensively, we've played fast and physical. So I just want to continue to be who we are and do what we've done to get to this point.
Now, looking specifically at your game last week against Logan Elm, if someone saw the score at the end of the first quarter, they'd think, man, what a close battle this one's going to be. By the end of the night, it was all New Lexington. You guys really came out in the second half and put the foot down. Even right before halftime, you put the foot down. Your offense kind of led with a lot of dynamic players, but you got a heck of a quarterback back there kind of leading the things, too.
Yeah, no, we really went into halftime and hammered. The week before, we were up 28-7 at halftime, and so we had the exact same score last week, and we ended up giving up 28 the second game or the first game, and so it felt like we didn't finish the game like we should have. So we really hammered that, and I thought our kids responded well to that. But yeah, we've been blessed to have great kids that buy into what we're doing. Isaiah's been a tremendous leader this year. He's had a great year, and it's a lot of that is just the trust he has in his guys and the playmakers he has around him, the offensive line in front of him, and he's been steady hand for us. And any coach will tell you the quarterback's going to take you to where you want to be. So he's been great for us, and he's going to make a couple plays tonight, I hope.
Now, looking back through the history with New Lexington football, you guys, a couple years back, really, this wasn't the type of area in the end of the season that you guys would be finding yourselves in. Obviously, in a totally different story now, kind of with things turning around for the Panthers. I know that a playoff win's nice, a second-round playoff win's nice, but I know the end goal continues to be regional championship and to keep going on, right? Yeah, absolutely. It's just you're building a program, you're taking steps, and a year ago we had a really good squad, and a lot of these guys were a part of that. And as I mentioned earlier, I think our senior leadership and vocal leaders on the team has been the difference between last year's group and this year's group. That a lot of these guys were big-time playmakers last year, but we had those moments of adversity last year. We didn't get through them. So I would say that the ability for us to push through and stick together has allowed us to do that. But yeah, we want to continue to move forward, and like I said, the guys have made a tremendous amount of plays, which has allowed us to get to this point. And so we're just going to continue to take it one week at a time and just focus on doing what we do. Now looking across the field from you guys, the Indian Valley Braves, tall task for anybody to have to deal with. What have you guys been talking about on the defensive side of things with so many different playmakers on their side of the ball whenever it comes to putting the ball in the end zone?
Absolutely, they're a fantastic team. They're well coached. They play hard, they play physical, they play aggressive. They've got several guys that can take it to the house at any moment. The running back, the quarterback, you got wing backs and receivers, so there's just a lot of weapons. So we've just got to be sound in what we do and finish plays. You look at a lot of the plays that they've had that have went the distance. It's a lot of missed tackles, so we're just hoping to finish the play when we have the opportunity. And obviously part of that is the guy that's trying to get tackled is really good. So it's not as simple as just, hey, go tackle the kid, because everybody has that same mentality. You know, hey, we're going to run this 75-80% of the time, stop it, and that's everybody's MO. So we've just got to make plays, man. That's what it comes down to is we've got to be able to tackle.
And finally for you, Coach, coming into this matchup, how much have you guys talked about the idea of this being the playoffs in the sense of win or go home, do or die? You guys have to make it 1-0 in order to keep advancing. How much has that conversation been there, or has it been more focused on the success that you guys have had so far?
It started out at, hey, when you get to the playoffs, it's win or go home. But from there on, it's let's take the next step, let's do it together, let's do what we've done. And our mentality has stayed that way. It was that way in the season as well. We really truly take it one game at a time, and we're focused. 100% of our focus is on who we have now. We're not looking at if you win, who you potentially have or anything like that. We're not talking about the possibility of a loss and getting started with winter seasons. We're focused on here and now, and we're going to do everything we can to continue this ride.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach. Good luck to the Panthers.
Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you.
Head coach Kevin Board for the new Lexington Panthers, brought to you by Stalker Concrete. Stick around. We got head coach for the Indian Valley Braves, Matt Lancaster, coming up live here on the Wood Electric pregame show.
21 Tire and Auto is conveniently located on the north side of Navarre on State Route 21 and can handle all your vehicle needs. They carry all major tire brands for passenger, light truck, SUV, agricultural, ATV, and trailer tires. Plus, 21 Tire and Auto can handle just about any repair your vehicle is needing and gives you the comfort of massage chairs to sit in while you wait. To see all they can do for you, find 21 Tire and Automotive Service on Facebook.
All the talks we've had over the years, including what you've told me about not using alcohol and other drugs, they stick with me. And believe it or not, they really do make a difference, especially at times that matter most.
Hey, want a drink?
No thanks, I'm good. So thank you, Dad, for talking and preparing me for what's ahead.
Thank you for talking.
For more information about talking with your kids about underage use of alcohol and other drugs, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov
or go to empowertusk.com.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back into Coshocton. It's the Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports has regional semifinal action out of Division 4, Region 15. And we're going to go down with the coach on the sideline before this matchup between the new Lexington Panthers and Indian Valley Braves. It's head coach Matt Lancaster for those Braves, brought to you by Stalker Concrete. Coach, obviously, week 13, just like we said last week, as long as you're still playing at this point in the season, I know you got to be happy, but I know what the end goal is for you guys. It's win every single week.
Yeah, our goals go 1-0, and at this point it's survive and advance, and so we survived 2. We're looking to survive another one tonight against a really good new Lexington team.
Now, what did you guys learn from last week's game? Obviously, things did not start off how you wanted them, a 14-7 lead at halftime. A little disjointed at times, but obviously coming out of the halftime break, you corrected a lot of that. What's been a lot of the conversation this week to make sure that doesn't happen again?
We just can't expect the teams are going to lay down for us. I think we underestimated the team we were playing a little bit. Our kids came out and just expected things to happen, and we didn't play as well as we've been playing. And so I think that was a little wake-up call for our kids, but an ugly win is better than a pretty loss, so it's good to learn that lesson and get to keep playing, and sometimes you're going to have to gut some out in the playoffs. So every game's going to be a tough game from here on out.
Now, I am not a perfect stats taker by any means, but what I had for Riker Williams last week was 10 carries, 217 yards. Obviously, the first one, he busted off from the line of scrimmage and goes 65 yards for his score. That poise from that sophomore, how big has that been for this team's success so far?
It's huge. We knew he was going to be pretty good, or at least we hoped he was going to be pretty good, and he has. He's done a great job for us, the quarterback, and especially the last couple weeks with Grady being limited. He's really stepped up to carry the bulk of the offense with both his arm and his feet. So it's good for him, and best thing about him is he's only a sophomore too.
And speaking of Grady, obviously last week getting his first playoff action, as you've said, kind of been limited so far, but still 8 carries, gets 170 yards or something. Just a ridiculous athlete that you guys have there in the backfield. Seems to be feeling pretty good coming in this matchup.
He's feeling better this week, actually, so we're excited to see what he can do. I think he'd had more last week. There was probably 4 or 5 of his runs that he would normally have taken to the house, but he just couldn't just open up and go because of the injury. So he's feeling a little bit better. Our kids have had a good week of practice, and we're excited about tonight, excited to see what he can do, excited to see what our whole team can do.
Now, on the defensive front, last week for against your opponent, obviously a very tempo offense, move. New Lexington isn't afraid to push the throttle down a little bit. They also want to spread out the ball. What have you guys been talking about defensively on what to look out for and what you're going to try to neutralize?
Yeah, they're tough. They're a very good offense. They got a good quarterback pulling the trigger and running the show. They get a couple nice receivers and a really good running back, and they're good up front too. So they'll do some things tempo-wise, and they like to spread you out, and they stretch the field both horizontally and vertically, which makes it tough on the defense. They do a lot of things that stress out, one position, and so we got to be assignment sound. Execute the game plan, fly to the football, make them drive the length of the field. No big plays, no big breakdowns defensively.
And finally for you, Coach, I got to ask, I think we actually missed out on it last week, but if I'm not mistaken, a program record 12 wins this season obviously has to mean a lot, but you guys, I know you're going to hang your hat on a pretty good season at 12 wins, but I'm sure the conversation hasn't been about that. It's winning again.
Nope. I mentioned to them, last week as motivation going into the week, that they could cement their legacy, by doing that. And then afterwards, congratulations. Now we got another big one coming up. Let's go 1-0. So it is a testament to our kids, to win 12 games in a season. But this group isn't happy with that. And they're going to come out to play tonight. And we know it's going to be a tough one, but I'm excited about how our kids have practiced this week.
Well, definitely looking forward to it, Coach. Thank you for your time, and good luck to the Braves as always.
Thanks, Nick.
Head coach Indian Valley Braves, or Head Coach Matt Lancaster for the Indian Valley Braves, brought to you by Stalker Concrete. Stick around. We're going to be wrapping up your Wood Electric pregame show next here at 99.9 and live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
Novellus, the world leader in aluminum rolling and recycling, is searching for you. Current openings include continuous improvement specialist, mechanical engineers, automation engineers, electrical engineers, electricians, mechanics, and maintenance workers. Novellus offers industry-leading pay and benefits. To learn more, go to novellus.com/careers and search for Urixville. That's novellus.com/careers and search for Urixville.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch. Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Welcome into the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio once again on the Wood Electric pregame show. Big Z Sports is live, and the Indian Valley Braves are taking the field here at Coshocton. The new Lexington Panthers, they just came out as well, and we are almost ready to go for tonight's kickoff, brought to you by Cartoons of New Philadelphia. And the first man through the banner is the same one it's been all postseason long. There's Shannon Jackson Bircher, one of the do-it-all seniors for this Braves squad. I think that's somebody I wouldn't mind leading me out onto the field, and I know Indian Valley feels the same way. Yeah, Jackson Bircher, a 4-year letterman for the Braves. He's a phenomenal athlete on offense and on defense, and you don't want to square up with him and take a hit from him because he's only interested in one thing, and that's burying you in the turf if he can. So he's been a great player for Coach Lancaster and his staff for 4 years. Now, as a reminder, as Tim said down there on the sideline, New Lexington won the opening coin toss, and they are electing to receive to start off the game. So Indian Valley will receive the second half kickoff. Thanks for tuning in to the Wood Electric pregame show. It is almost time for football in Z Country once again, live here at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Well, I don't know about you guys, but a certain chill and silence has fallen over the air, fallen over the stadium, rather, if you guys can notice that. And that's kind of the indicative of postseason football. Everybody has that little churn in their stomach going on right now. Yeah, I mean, it's still about 2 minutes and 30 seconds before they even line up for the kickoff, and the referees are meeting at midfield. Like you said, everybody was cheering, and all of a sudden it just got quiet. I started looking out the window to see what was going on. I thought maybe – there was a food truck pulling in. Everybody was getting excited, but we're in store for an outstanding football game tonight. Like you said, New Lex, they won the coin toss and they're going to take the ball, which really they just did Coach Lancaster a favor because I don't know that I've ever known Lancaster in the last 8 years or 9 years I've been covering the Braves to take the opening kickoff. I can't remember a time. He always says to him the second. The first drive of the second half was the most important drive to him, and he always wants the ball in the second half. So it worked out for both teams. New Lex wanted the ball, and Coach Lancaster won it in the second half. So tonight's uniform matchup, New Lexington will technically come in as the away team on this neutral site. It is white tops, white bottoms, trimmed in orange and black, orange lettering and numerals, black helmets with that shiny panther paw on the side of their helmets. As for the Indian Valley Braves, as they've been doing all postseason long, it's kind of their retro look back to the, what'd you say, 90s, Shannon, or 80s with the blue tops, red bottoms? Yeah, somebody told me it's been 20 years since they wore that combination together, so they wanted to go retro. So Indian Valley will be sending it deep. Colt James, last week's McInturf Realty Player of the Game, will be doing the kickoff duties for Indian Valley again. 7 for 7 on his extra points, had a strip sack on defense, had a touchdown reception, did a little bit of everything. The officials are wrapping up their meeting now. We are under a minute to go. And thanks for tuning in, whether it's at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Of course, want to let you know we've got 2 other broadcasts that are going on. Dover's taking on Steubenville from Carrollton. That's live on the WJER YouTube channel and at 100.9 FM, 1450 AM. And live on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel, the Garraway Pirates take on the South Range Raiders live from Minerva. Gosh, I love postseason football. Yeah, this is what you play for. Right now, both teams are undefeated. All these teams are undefeated. They're all 3-0 or 2-0 going into tonight and looking to be 3-0 at the end of this week. James is teeing up the ball. New Lexington is ready. They have 2 deep men who will be back for the opening kickoff. On the near side closest to us is number 3, Miles Wilson, a junior letterman. And on the other side of the field, it's another one of their dangerous playmakers. That is number 16, Lane Ratliff, a sophomore also a backup quarterback for this team. The talk is over. It's time for regional semifinal action from Coshocton. A Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff is on the way, your auto accessory and local WeatherTech dealer on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. James talking with the official, getting ready to go. Got to give a huge shout out to both these communities for absolutely packing the stadium on both sides.
Yep, about 20 minutes ago, I'm like, oh, the stadium's still looking pretty empty, but then you brought up a point. Some of these people had to park a long ways away due to the small parking over there and a little bit of rain we got this week. So people had to park on the streets, park at some local businesses, had a couple blocks to walk here, and they filled it up pretty quick.
James is ready. The ball is teed up. His right arm is in the air, and we are just about set to go. Regional semifinal action, Division 4, Region 15's underway, and the opening kickoff is going to tumble out of bounds at the new Lexington 28. So the Panthers will start off with some great field position. James was trying to find that open area on that kickoff. Shannon just got the wrong English, and it went out of bounds.
Yeah, I think they were just trying to put it in an area to where maybe the Braves had a chance at it, but they didn't want to return. They didn't want to kick it deep. James is, he can get it down there pretty far, but Coach Lancaster and the staff, they scouted this team, and they're not going to put the ball down there and put the coverage team in any trouble. So
that means New Lexington will start off at their own 35-yard line. Unless, of course, you can still elect, if I'm not mistaken, to have Indian Valley re-kick if you want. And that might be part of what the conversation is here. Are they getting the right ball in play?
Yeah, I think they're just getting the right ball. The Indian Valley uses their ball to kick off, so they had to throw it out. Now New Lex will throw their ball in.
The Indian Valley defense, has it ever been good this season? But we'll see how they are tested with a new Lexington offense that really likes to spread things out. One of their do-it-all quarterbacks and stars, Isaiah Stevens, lines up in the shotgun, and they're going to go spread here to start. 3 wide receivers right, wing on the right side, 1 wide receiver isolated left. Stevens is ready. He'll clap. He gets the snap, and it's a direct read straight up the middle. Stevens tries to get some room, but he is taken down quickly, and it's Bradley Barr who breaks through and knocks him to the turf.
Yeah, Barr did an outstanding job right there, reading his keys. Shot the gap right there. He tripped him, but he was able to still reach out and get almost 4 yards.
A 3-yard pickup on first down to start things off. Second down. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, tight end. On the right side of the line, Stevens is in the shotgun with 1 running back offset to his right. It's Kellogg. Motions a man into the backfield. That's actually Kellogg who's now behind him. Turns, hands it off. Kellogg looking for room up the middle. Now it's a play fake. He'll go back to pass, finds a receiver down the field, wide open, and it's grabbed at the 25, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, New Lexington. The Panthers go in from 62 yards out as Stevens hits his leading receiver in Bentley Hansen, who finds Pater on the second play of the game.
Yeah, just like we said in the Wood Electric pregame show, that the Indian Valley defensive backs they got to keep containment right there, and they both fell for the play action in the backfield, let the receiver get behind him, and it was a picture-perfect pass.
Now for the extra point. What a start for the Panthers as they electrify the crowd. They'll come out. It looks like they are going to go for 2 here as they have a late substitution come in. Similar story for Indian Valley last week as it was Waverly who got on the board first. As now they will line up with a very heavy package. They're going to motion and overload the right side. 2 up men will line up in front of Stevens in the pistol. Hand it off to Kellogg, looking for room on the right, and they overpower the Indian Valley defense, and it's an 8-0 lead. New Lexington starts off with a big-time play, and they've got the 8-0 lead. Stick around. Big Z Sports is back after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
It is a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff, and we are only 42 seconds into the game, but New Lexington starts off on the right foot. An 8-0 lead on a 62-yard scoring strike as the kickoff is a low-line drive straight up the middle. One of the deep men for the Braves will grab it. It's Colton Smith. He's at his 20, 25, cuts right, gets some room at the 30. Now he's grabbed, and he'll be gang tackled there, maybe at the 31. Nope, they are going to say at the 30. So here comes the Indian Valley offense. Shannon led by their sophomore quarterback in Riker Williams, and the junior running back in Grady Kinsey gets his first start of the postseason as he'll come out in the backfield.
Yeah, and I read an article earlier this week where Coach Board said that they know Grady sometimes will let that ball hang out a little bit, and they're going to be ripping at it. So just see how Grady does here on his first drive after taking a couple weeks off.
Well, look at this as Indian Valley spreads things out. 3 wide receivers left. Shotgun. Running back in the backfield is Kinsey beside Williams. It's a read left side. Thought about throwing it. Instead, he'll try to drive up the middle off his left tackle. Not much room there at all. Maybe a 2-yard gain to start things off. Had the option to throw the swing pass out there, Shannon. You saw Colton Smith waiting out of the slot as a safety valve.
Yeah, he looked out there at him right there, and then he's seen a little bit of lane right there, but nice job by the New Lexington defensive line. They was able to slant and come down and close that gap up pretty quick.
Second down and 8, 10:45 showing on the clock. It'll be a pistol formation. One wide receiver near side closest to us will line up on the hash marks. Now he'll motion from left to right. It's Eric Golder. Isolated out on the right side. Actually, Golder will go in the slot. Colton Smith on the right. Turns, hands it off. Kinsey looking for room up the middle. Tries to run up over top of the lineman, and he can't do it. He's taken down after a gain of maybe a half yard, and suddenly Indian Valley's in 3rd and long.
Yeah, the defense didn't fall for anything right there. They all stayed home, and the linebackers collapsed pretty quick right there to help the defensive line.
3rd down and 7. Colton Smith checks out of the game. Colt James is in. Kellen Coates will come in as a tight end as well. James brings in the play call to Williams, who will bark out orders in his huddle. Indian Valley, the 2 seed out of this region, looking to make a return to the championships as Williams will bring 2 running backs to the backfield. One of them's a fullback, actually. That is Jackson Birchow. He'll line up as an up man. Hard count from Williams. Now he'll take it. Direct read off the right side again. Cut back lane up the middle, and he'll get knocked down short of the first down marker. A nice run by Williams, but he's taken down at the 38-yard line. Give him a gain of 5, and it is 4th down and 2. And this, considering where they are on the field, big-time decision time for the Braves.
Yeah, big decision right here. Coach Lancaster looks like he's going to send the offense back out there. They're known for trying to hard snap right here to get them jump off sides, but is this one where New Lex is waiting and Coach Lancaster goes ahead and runs a play?
Rowan Pacine is going to come into the ballgame. Looks like Eric Golder is going to be the deep man. Grady Kinsey's going to line up as a fullback. Motion man, Pacine right to left, lines up as a wing. Williams under center, bobbles the snap, gets it to the hands of Kinsey, who just powers over everybody to the 41-yard line. And Shannon, that play looked disastrous from the start, and the strength of Kinsey gave him a first.
That right there is why you can't try to tackle Grady Kinsey up high. They went up high on him. They let those legs free. He kept driving. But like you said, it was disastrous right from the start as Riker Williams was still bobbling the ball and bobbled it right into Grady, who was able to grab a hold of it and get the first down.
It is a first federal first down, the first of the game for Indian Valley. They'll line up in a pistol. Kinsey behind Williams, 2 wide receivers either side of the formation. James and Golder near side, closest to us. Play fake. Now a little go route on the edge. Williams is getting pressure to deliver it up the seam. Coming back for it's Golder, and there was some contact from the side. No flag will come out as that ball was well underthrown. Not even sure if you could call that catchable.
Yeah, I don't think the ball was catchable. Like you said, Golder tried to turn and come back. He kind of turned wide, and the defensive back ran into him. If the ball would have been a couple more yards downfield, they might have got a flag for some contact right there, but there was nowhere near him.
2nd down and 10. Pistol formation again. Golder in the slot right side. James out on the far side towards the New Lexington sideline. Colton Smith near side to us, and there goes James. A false start for him as he got started early. Now Indian Valley faces a 2nd and 15. Little rocky start for the Braves offense.
Yeah, and this is something we've seen from the Braves quite a few times this year to where they get behind early and start racking up some penalties, and then they got to find a way to fight back, but sooner or later, going against these good teams like that, it'll be hard for you to get back into it.
Ball's on the Indian Valley 36 as they'll break the huddle. Williams in the shotgun. Kinsey right side. James ISO'd right side as a receiver. Golder lines up in the slot left. Colton Smith on the outside of his left shoulder. Now, a little play change as Williams and Kinsey do some ring around the rosy and switch spots. Lead block from Kinsey. Williams has an open lane. Right sideline. He's at the 45. Lowers his shoulder at the 40 over top of the defensive back. And just like that, Riker Williams is down to the new Lexington 39. A huge First Federal first down carry.
Yeah, there was no nothing fancy right there. No play action, no nothing. He snapped the ball. He took it. Like you said, Grady Kinsey had an outstanding block downfield. And then also went downfield and got another block and huge gain for the sophomore Riker Williams.
A 25-yard pickup has Indian Valley in business. Pistol again, Colton Smith. Right side, wing up on the left. Looks like Kellen Coates, 2 wide receivers left. Kinsey lines up offset, left side of Williams on the right hash marks. Into the gut of Kinsey, who was tackled low. Take it back. Somehow he's still on his feet. Drives forward up to the 31. Shannon, I have no idea how in the world he kept his feet. There was a defensive lineman wrapped on his ankles.
Yeah, that guy, the one guy right there had him by the ankle, but the other foot got loose, and he just started dragging him and got away from him, and like you said, picked up another 7 yards.
2nd down and 2 upcoming. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio. It's New Lexington who has the 8-0 advantage in this regional semifinal. Williams breaks the huddle. Pistol again. Williams Williams in front of Kinsey, who will now go up and offset left. They'll overload the left side of the line. Motion man from right to left. High snap. Williams corrals it into the hands of Colton Smith. Looking for room on the edge. He's got a little bit of it, and he'll gain a couple, and it looks like it might be enough for a First Federal first down. It is a 3-yard carry on the sweep into the gut of Smith, and that's all you needed to keep the chains moving.
Outstanding job by Lane Ratliff. He come from a long ways away, took the exact angle that he needed to. He was lined up on the left side of the field over there and chased him down and got the tackle.
Lane Ratliff, as we mentioned earlier in this ball game, a letterman for this team, a sophomore quarterback and defensive back. Now they'll go I formation. Kinsey lines up as the fullback. Eric Golder's your running back. Play change coming in as Williams barks it out to his offensive line. He'll go under center. Gets the snap, turns, hands it off for Golder. Cutback lane, left side, over top of defender, into the red zone, and down to the 15-yard line as Eric Golder there showing off a little power as he goes right over top of a linebacker.
Well, I'll tell you what, right now what they did, they put Grady Kinsey at fullback again, and I think New Lexington thought he was going to get the ball. They hesitated, and he got a huge block right there off the left side and made a big lane for Golder.
Into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone based on a foundation of trust and integrity. Indian Valley keeps rolling on offense. They'll go I form again. Kinsey, fullback. Golder, running back. 2 tight ends, left side of the formation. Smith, ISO'd as a receiver on the left, near side to us. Williams turns, first man through. Kinsey, step back lane at the 10, over top of safety, keeps his feet at the 5, and spins around and will finally get knocked down. They mark him down at the 6-yard line. And everything but the kitchen sink to bring down Kinsey on that run.
Dude, somebody met him in the hole right there, and he hit him and spun off of him. Was able to keep his feet, spun around, like I said, churned for about 2 more yards before there was a whole host of the Panthers finally got him down.
2nd down and 1. Indian Valley looking to move quickly. Kinsey's going to line up as the deep man at running back. I form. Bircher, fullback. Williams under center, quick snap, hand off. Kinsey, stiff arm, drives forward at the 3, ripping at the ball. As the New Lexington defense, they can't get it away as it's a nice pickup there, and it is a First Federal first down. The man who was ripping at it there on defense looked like it was Nicholas Finley, the senior linebacker. Slung Kinsey to the ground, but not after he got the first.
Yeah, they pretty much went for the ball right there and gave up about 4 extra yards fighting to try to strip the ball. Probably should have just went for the sure tackle because now you got him inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal at the 3, under 6 minutes to go in the first quarter. Braves will come out in a shotgun. Bircher lines up as a fullback up in the formation. Kinsey to his right, 2 wide receivers right side. Williams, read off the right side, doesn't have room as he gets swallowed up, and what a play as Bircher couldn't seal the edge, and that looked like it was Talon Schwenderman, the senior outside linebacker for New Lexington, who broke free and had a free lane to Williams.
Yeah, I think the New Lexington coaches saw the formation, knew what was coming. They ended up bringing the pressure on that side, and there was just too many guys over there for Bircher and Kinsey to pick up the block.
A loss of 4 now makes it 2nd down and 7. That is no easy task getting around a block from Jackson Bircher. He'll line up as the fullback again in the I form. 2 tight ends. It'll be Coates and Golder right side. Kinsey, the deep man, misdirection up the middle, breaks 1 tackle, puts it down, spins out of a tackle, leans forward at the 1 and is spun down just short of the goal line. It'll be 3rd down and a couple feet as Kinsey again busts off 2 tackles at his knees.
Yeah, and that's one thing that I read all week that Coach Board said that other teams weren't able to tackle him, and we've been saying all week long how we have to tackle him. We can't let him break tackles, and right now that's how Kinsey's getting all of his yards, just on busted tackles.
This time, Williams will go under center. Kinsey offset as a fullback right. They'll really overload the right side, bunch it up. First man through. Kinsey dives, leans forward, and he's in. A little tush-push kind of situation. Instead, it was a handoff to the first man through, and Kinsey, who finds pay dirt from a yard out. And Indian Valley has this game almost knotted back up again. We'll see if they go for two. That is an impossible task to ask for, Shannon, to try to keep the junior running back for the Braves listed at 5'9", 200 pounds out of the end zone.
Yeah, and that all started up with the guys up front. The Indian Valley linemen got lower than their defensive foes over there and was able to get the push just enough for Kinsey to be able to go over top of them.
So now Indian Valley will go for two. They'll do it out of the I form. One wide receiver, left side. Kinsey lines up as your fullback. Motion tight end from right to left is Pacine. Golders, the lone running back. Play fake to him. Williams rolls out left side. Got a lot of open space. Or lean forward at the pylon, and he's in. 8-8. We've got a ball game from Coshocton. Indian Valley climbs right back into this one. Stick around. Big Z Sports is back after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
To 8, and what a ball game we got brewing from Coshocton in the regional semifinals. 4:25 shown in the first. It is a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. It will check up, it will bounce by the sideline and just go out of bounds as James puts it out at the 24-yard line. So that means good starting field possession again for New Lexington at their own 35. James almost had the right English there. You saw the gunner for Indian Valley breaking down the sideline before the Panthers come out on offense. Down to the sideline, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance with Tim Plants. Tim, we saw a quick strike from New Lexington. Took 2 plays to get in. Indian Valley says we have a different idea, as that was a 10-play drive right down the field.
Yeah, I think you're seeing the different styles of offense firsthand here. And like I was just telling Daniel, I think it's going to be a battle all night long.
Certainly will be. Thank you, Tim, as we'll check in with you. Actually, that was a 14-play drive. Shotgun. Stevens back to pass. Looks left. He's got no pressure in the middle of the pocket. Delivers middle of the field. And he's got an open receiver who will be taken down after a federal first down reception. Tyson Spicer, the sophomore wide receiver, hauls it in.
Yeah, all those wide receivers running all over the place kind of spread that defense out. And I don't know that anybody really had a route to run. I think they were just coached to go find a spot and sit down in it.
A 12-yard pickup. Now they're going to go tempo. As Stevens goes back to pass, rolls out left, looking for room. Now he's got pressure, delivers towards the sideline. Indian Valley will collapse, but out after a gain of about 3 yards at the 50.
Yeah, nice job right there by Indian Valley to not fall off when they seen the quarterback running. They made sure they stayed out there with the wide receiver.
Not sure who hauled in that ball for New Lexington, as they are going to move things along quickly. As I believe that was Hanson, the leading receiver for New Lexington. 2nd and 7. And they'll overload a little trick formation as they've just got the center at the line. Left side is the entire offensive line. And now a motion man to the left side. And that's where they're going to go. Stevens back to pass, spreading things out. No pass rush. Now delivers swing pass. Indian Valley's there, though. Caden Riggs breaks in. Can't make the tackle. But it is cleaned up by another Indian Valley defender as that time making that tackle on that side. I believe Bradley Barr got over there. Jackson Bircher was there as well.
Yeah, it's one of those plays right there where they were trying to trick them. And maybe the defensive backs would kind of get confused and not stay with their wide receivers. He kept looking downfield, but nice job by the defensive backs, and their play fell apart.
A pickup there, maybe we'll say 2 or 3 yards. Back to pass is Stevens. Pressure off the right side. He'll roll left. Now he's got pressure in his face from Riggs. Looks for the sideline again. Bircher breaks down. Delivered down the field into the hands of an open receiver, and it's caught down the sideline as Indian Valley loses contain again. Grabbing it was going to be Carson Kellogg out of the backfield.
Yeah, you got Carson Kellogg, who's an outstanding running back, was being guarded by Hunter Peterman, who's an offensive lineman, the center. So he was able to get a little bit of distance right there.
A gain of 18 on that play and that hookup for Stevens, who was perfect so far on the day. He'll go back to pass. Instead, he'll hand it off. Kellogg almost broke free, but he got tripped up by a defender in the second level. He'll go down at the 35-yard line. Still a 25-yard line, a pickup of 7 on his first tote.
Yeah, it looked like it was Caden Riggs right there that saved that one from going to distance.
More tempo. 3 wide receivers right, 2 left. In the shotgun, Stevens by himself. Indian Valley's defense changing things up. Stevens, straight drop. Not much pressure. He'll have to move out of the pocket now, move left. Hunter Peterman's pressuring him. Delivered down the sideline. Found him again. As it was almost the same play, and going over to the sideline, that time was Hansen.
Yeah, Bircher was on coverage right there, and he kept going towards the sideline at the last second. The wide receiver kind of slanted more away from him, and the quarterback was able to just get it past Jackson Bircher for a completion.
Another federal first down. Wow, is New Lexington moving the ball quickly. Shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield with Stevens. Motion the slot man from left to right. Stevens takes the snap, play fake, swing pass into the hands of Hansen, tries to make a move, lost his footing. Eric Golder wraps him up there at the 11-yard line. A gain of 3 on that pitch and catch. Good thing Golder was there, though, Shannon, because there was nothing but pay dirt in front of him.
Yeah, and like I said, nice open field tackle right there. He was able to pick up about 3 yards right there.
2nd down and 7, ball on the 11-yard line into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Stevens gets the play call. 3 wide receivers left, 2 right. Slot man on the right side is going to be Kellogg. Stevens takes the snap with, take it back. It was a hard count. Tried to get Indian Valley to jump. They did not say they came across, so we're going to keep the play clock rolling. Under 5 now. Stevens going to motion Kellogg from right to left. It'll be a jet sweep to him. Looking for room on the left side. Indian Valley's defense breaks down. Riker Williams was not going to let him go, and it's a gain of maybe a half yard. What a defensive play by the sophomore.
Actually, it looks like it was a loss of about a yard.
It did move him back about 1, so Kellogg on the jet sweep could not find room. Boy, Williams shrugged off the left tackle and just kept driving forward.
How many starting quarterbacks do you know that play defensive end and outside linebacker?
So suddenly it's a 3rd down and 10 in the red zone. Stevens will get a play change here after the hard count. He's got a wing left, 1 wide receiver left, 2 right. Kellogg's in the backfield with him. The Indian Valley cowbells and fans come alive. It's now a pistol formation as Stevens is ready. He'll go and hand it off. Kellogg looks for room, absolutely nowhere to go, and there's about 6 blue jerseys on top of him.
Now it's going to be a big decision right here for New Lexington. They have a pretty good field goal kicker who was first team all district. Looks like the offense is staying on the field right here. They can get a first down. All they got to do is get inside the 5-yard line to get a first down.
So we'll see what New Lexington decides to do. 14 seconds. I don't think they don't have to run a play, but we'll see if they do. And they're going in that trick formation as they'll put the offensive line on the right with 1 wide receiver. They'll put 2 linemen up left with a receiver behind, and a timeout by Indian Valley with just 2 seconds before the break here at the first quarter as Indian Valley wants to talk it over on defense. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. Big Z Sports will be back after this.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Welcome back in to Coshocton from Stewart Field. 8-8's the ball game. Out of a Cush Financial Group timeout. Shannon, you got a couple scoreboard updates from other playoff games going on in Z Country.
Yeah, an Impact Collision scoreboard update. Steubenville leads Dover 14-0 in the first quarter. South Range leads Garaway 14-0 in the first quarter. Eastern leads Connaught Valley 7-0. And Malvern leads Hillsdale 8-6.
Thank you for that, Shannon. 2 seconds to go before the end of the first quarter. Indian Valley's defense wanted a break to talk about that interesting formation, but instead, New Lexington will change it up. Shotgun, 2 running backs either side. 2 wide receivers up tight left, 1 on the right. Stevens getting a play change from the sideline. Now he's ready to go. It's 4th down and 10. Ball on the 14-yard line of Indian Valley. Stevens, straight drop, delivers a swing pass. Defender breaks down, lunging for the first and marked about a half-yard short is the ball. It's the receiver for New Lexington and making that saving tackle there. What a play on the edge. Was that Colton Smith, Shannon? No, it was Carson Hostetler, I believe.
Yeah, it was an outstanding play. Got there just in time. And I'll say they can't measure it now because the guys that were running the sticks went ahead and moved the sticks. So outstanding job by Hostetler right there. The Braves defense got the stop that they needed. That ends the first quarter.
It was a 9-yard pickup. Indian Valley will have the ball deep in their own territory. When we return, Big Z Sports will be back for the second quarter of regional semifinal action right after this.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Are you looking to join a team that values excellence and offers top-notch opportunities? Kimball Recycling and Disposal is now hiring. They're seeking best-in-class CDL drivers, skilled mechanics, and other dedicated professionals. Join a company that puts people first and makes a difference in the community every day. With competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and a supportive work environment, your future starts here. Apply now at KimballCompanies.com and take the next step in your career. That's KimballCompanies.com. Recycling and disposal done right. Welcome back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Start of the second quarter, we're deadlocked at 8 apiece. Indian Valley's offense takes over with 95 yards in front of them after a turnover on downs on just missing out by the New Lexington offense, marked maybe a foot short. As Williams will go back to pass. Instead, he'll hand it off into the hands of Kinsey, who will lunge forward up to the 10-yard line as he goes off right tackle and gives him a little bit more breathing room.
Yeah, nice job right there. Had a Bircher in front of him as a fullback, and they came off the right side and gave him some breathing room, like you said, got him away from the goal line there.
So it will be 2nd down and 5, ball on the 10-yard line of Indian Valley. Of course, if you haven't done so, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Get notified every time we go live with broadcasts just like this one. Under center again will be Williams. I form, 2 wide receivers left. Fullback in Bircher lines up in front of Kinsey. Kinsey looks for room. He's got it. He will go out to the 15, still dragging a defender on his leg up to the 21-yard line. Kinsey picked up that trailer at about the 15-yard line and one-legged drug him up to the 21.
He looked like he was dragging the straw trailer there at the farm for his dad, and he just kept dragging him. But he made a smart move. Somebody come in there, was getting ready to unload on him, and he just went ahead and ducked and let him go flying over top of him.
It's a first federal first down. Indian Valley moves up to the 21-yard line. You want to know the difference between weight room strong and farm strong? There you go, Shannon. It will be a shotgun. Williams has trips bunch out on the right side of the line. Golder lines up as a running back. He'll get it. Sweep play. Bounces outside to the hash marks. Now a cutback. Tries to go up to the numbers, but can't do it, as that was Hansen who broke down the 3-year letter winner, who ended up stopping that nice run by Golder. Boy, there was not a lot of players back if he doesn't make that tackle.
Yeah, nice job right there by the offensive line. They gave Golder a big hole over here, and he made a nice cut, got to the outside fast. But like you said, if Hansen doesn't make that tackle, it's nothing but green turf in front of him.
A 7-yard carry brings up 2nd down and short. Indian Valley will go shotgun again. They will bunch the wide receivers in trips left. Also have a wide receiver out left towards the New Lexington sideline. Direct read off the left side. Williams has to step back in. He'll lower his shoulder over the defender. He'll get dropped at the 31. Very close to the first down marker, as Williams there had a lead block from Kinsey, but one of the defensive linemen broke free and nearly had him in the backfield.
Yeah, like I said, somebody on the defensive line did an outstanding job shedding their block, and they're going to give him the first down.
So they're going to give him a pickup of 2 and the first. It was close, but the Braves get another first federal first down. 10 minutes to go here before the halftime break. Indian Valley, as we know, has a quick strike offense, but their first drive and so far in their second drive, slow, methodical pace from the Braves offense.
Well, as fast as New Lexington was moving the ball right there, sometimes your offense can be your best defense.
Bleed it out a little bit more. They will spread things out. Kinsey's going to be a receiver out right in the slot beside James. 2 wide receivers left in the shotgun. Golder was with Williams. He'll fake the run. Now he'll deliver it up the seam. Float pass into the hands of Golder, who's up to the new Lexington 40 before he's taken down. What touch from the sophomore, who drops it right in the breadbasket.
Yeah, you couldn't ask much more for a better drop right there. Golder doing a nice job keeping pace, and Williams was able just to lay it over top of the defender into his hands.
That time it was a pickup of 29. Williams' first pass completion, Golder's first reception. Indian Valley breaks the huddle, looking to keep things rolling. Shotgun, 1 running back left. It's Kinsey beside Williams. 2 wide receivers left side. Motion man from right to left out of tight end is Jackson Bircher. He'll now line up as a fullback in front of Kinsey. They're going to throw the lead blocks. Williams has a lot of room. He dances to the numbers on the left. Stiff arm on the outside. Lowers the shoulder over the top. And he's up to the 25-yard line. Another first federal first down. That one has the Indian Valley faithful and coach and staff fired up.
Yeah, Riker just does a phenomenal job. You know, a lot of schools would like to have him just at running back, but he's a very special quarterback who can run the ball.
A 14-yard carry for the first, under 9 minutes to go now. As the clock stops, as did they say, Williams did go out of bounds. Indian Valley's offense found pay dirt on their first drive, looking to do the same. Rowan Pacine out wide, near side, closest to us. Eric Golder lines up in the slot close. Direct snap into the hands of Williams. Up the middle, gets a couple lead blocks. Not a whole lot of room. He'll get dropped at the 21-yard line. That was a pickup that time of just 3.
Yeah, the defensive line right there did a nice job. They kept the offensive line busy. That allowed the linebackers to come up and fill the holes. Like I said, it's still a 3-yard gain.
2nd down and 7 upcoming. Both these teams vying for a spot in the regional finals. As we mentioned before, Indian Valley looking to keep a perfect season alive. New Lexington looking for their first regional championship since 2008. Braves will break the huddle. They'll go I-form. Kinsey's going to be your fullback. Golder's going to be your running back. Pacine motions from left to right as a tight end. Williams under center, turns, first man through. Kinsey step back up the middle, lowers his shoulder, and he's down to the 14-yard line, very close to another first down in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone, and they do signal a first, a 7-yard pickup for the junior.
Yeah, he just did a nice job coming from a fullback spot right there. Went out there, lowered his head, took on the defender. The defender still made the tackle, but like you said, he was able to get the first federal first down.
Clock will be under 8 minutes to go now at the 14. Indian Valley so far doing some pretty good pace on offense, bleeding out some clock and some key runs for the first, as Williams has a read up the middle, gets a couple lead blocks. He will get wrapped up at low, and he'll get taken down at the 9-yard line as somebody came in and finished it over the top. That was a pickup of 5, and they'll move closer towards another first down and make it a go-to-go situation here if they get another one.
Yeah, like I said, it all starts with the guys up front, and right now, you know, both offensive lines are doing a phenomenal job tonight.
2nd down and 5, can still get a first at their own 4-yard line. Williams will go under center. I-form. Bircher lines up in front of Kinsey. Handoff. Kinsey looks for room. Right side. Step back lane. 4. Still driving up to the 3 as Kinsey has a 6-yard carry. It's a first down.
Yeah, Kinsey got through. Looks like right now they're saying it's going to be 2nd down. Or 3rd down.
And they might have a measurement here as we do have the officials whistling. This is about the exact same spot that New Lexington was looking for a first and came up a foot maybe short, and they are going to go ahead and signal first down. Ball is placed at the 4. I thought he went down at the 3, so it is a 5-yard carry, but it's a goal-to-go situation now for the Braves.
Yeah, the head official came over and pointed down at the hash mark where the nose of the ball was in on the hash mark, and over there the stick wasn't on the hash mark, so that's how he got the first down.
I don't have good enough eyes to tell you from here if that was a first down or not.
I got a $500 pair of glasses that say I'm blind, so I'm doing pretty good.
Like you and I talked about, glasses are coming for me because when I realized I needed binoculars this year, that was a problem. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. They'll go strong side. Bircher's left at fullback. Kinsey in the backfield. Williams turns, hands it off, makes direction, bounces back in, dives forward at the 1. No signal yet, and they are going to mark Kinsey down about a half-yard short. So a 3-yard carry. They said that his knee touched just before he got in.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it was so close right there, and there was a lot of players. It was going to be hard for the official to make that call down there one way or the other, and he says he's down at the goal line, so he's down at the goal line.
And, guys, that was a good call. I just saw it on video.
Thank you, Tim. We'll come down to you here in just a few moments and recap a little bit of this Indian Valley drive so far as it's is second down and maybe a foot. They're going to stack the line very close together. First man through. Kinsey right over the top of his right tackle, and he's in for 6. Indian Valley captures the lead from Coshocton.
Well, here it is. Does Indian Valley go for the extra point right here? They go for 2 because New Lexington's already showed that they're going to go for 2.
Very interesting situation and decision time for the Braves coaching staff.
James is coming out, so they're going for the extra point.
Well, before this extra point about to go in the air, Tim Plants down to you in the sideline, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Tim, Indian Valley, this is about as slow, methodical, and dictating of a pace as you could possibly get.
Yeah, I mean, you have to do against a team, have those quick hitters and they can score it. And great job by Indian Valley.
Without a doubt there, Tim, as Indian Valley takes the 15-8 lead. Stick around. Big Z Sports will be back in 30 seconds after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Welcome back into the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Almost time for another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Indian Valley leads 15-8. We'll get you another scoreboard update and other area games coming up here in just a few moments after this kickoff. Indian Valley right now, 2 extremely well-paced drives, chewing up some clock and keeping the ball out of the high-powered New Lexington offense's hands, which might end up being quite a good decision down the road. James puts his leg into it. It's a dribbler straight up the middle. It goes all the way back to one of the deep men for New Lexington. He'll go and look for room up the middle. Nowhere to go. Whole bunch of Indian Valley Braves coverage men will get down there. Bradley Barr was in on that tackle, as well as Caleb Reesner, as they'll take him down at the 22. Shannon, you got some score updates.
Yeah, Impact Collision scoreboard update. Garraway has scored, but South Range still leads 14-7 in the second quarter. Eastern leads Connaughton Valley 7-0 in the second quarter. Malvern is now up 14-6 in the second quarter.
Thank you for that, Shannon. We'll check down with Tim here in just a little bit, too, after this offensive drive for New Lexington. 5:45 showing before the halftime break. Panthers so far have really shown off a quite efficient passing attack, which is something that we knew that they definitely had. Stevens is going to line up in the shotgun by himself. 4 wide receivers right, 1 left. Stevens will motion a man from right to left. It's Hansen. Swing pass to Hansen. He'll step forward up to the 25. Looks for room, breaks free at the 30, up to the 35, and up now to the 39-yard line. A flag does come out. Riker Williams was down on the ground, and he just points back towards the New Lexington side.
He got wrapped up in a headlock and a hold right there, so that one's going to move that one back, and it happened right in front of the official.
You knew when Williams was the last guy forward, and he was just kind of staring like, where are you going, guys? Just turn around. So that means that New Lexington's offense will take a step back. Tim, down to you here real quick. So far, hopefully that's not a sign of things to come. Very clean game so far, first laundry we've seen. As we'll try to check back with Tim here in just a few moments, as New Lexington will come out on offense again. It'll be 1st and 20 now for them at their own 12-yard line. Stevens lines up in a pistol with a running back to hit offset to his left in Kellogg. He'll turn. He will hand it off to Kellogg up the middle, who gets some nice room up to the 20, now leans forward to the 22, and he's back to the original line of scrimmage. Very nice first down run.
Yeah, the Panthers knew that Indian Valley right there figured they would come out and want to throw the ball right there, so they went with a conservative play, and they was able to get through the line of scrimmage and pick up 10 yards.
2nd down and 10. Stevens swings it out left, and it's in the hands of the receiver, who will go down at the 20 as he corralled the low pass, and he'll move backwards 2 yards. That's one of the ones where you almost hope he just lets it go.
Yeah, he quarterback right there was under pressure pretty quick as Brogan O'Connor busted through right there. Kind of jumped up in the air, and it kind of forced him to throw the ball, and it went towards the turf, and the wide receiver had to go down and catch it.
That was Hansen who was down on that reception. So 3rd down and 12. Ball at their own 20. New Lexington's offense so far, this has been a big down for them. Stevens in the shotgun. Kellogg, the one running back. 3 wide receivers left and a wing on the left side as well. He'll take the snap. It'll be a play fake. Delivers up the seam. Tipped at the line. It's picked off into the hands of Rowan Pasine. He'll work left at the 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Indian Valley Braves, as they find pay dirt on a huge defensive play. Tipped at the line. Pasine takes it all the way for 6.
We got a flag back here. Not sure what the flag is for.
Could be a hold on the return, which you might have to wipe that excitement off the scoreboard. Judging by when it came out, Shannon, that would be after the interception, so it would be Braves ball.
Yeah, it might be a block in the back right there, so it'll be.
And it looks like they called a hold on. They're pointing to New Lexington, but that should be on the return after the interception, correct, Shannon? And it is. So that will be Indian Valley ball. I think he's got to confuse which way he's pointing. So Braves will be taken over here on offense.
No, it was holding on New Lex.
It was.
And the penalty was declined, so the touchdown stands.
So and it was, you were right, so he was pointing the wrong direction.
Yeah, he was pointing the wrong way. He just corrected himself. So New Lex was called for holding on the before the pass. So
which that penalty obviously being declined. So Rowan Pasine's pick 6 will stand as he finds himself in the end zone. And what a celebration he got from his teammates. Colt James's extra point is good. That makes it a 22-8 ball game. Stick around. Big Z Sports is back after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop in to the Niedenthal facility on North Wooster Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing mobile studio, and a little clarification that we got from Tim Plants. We'll check in with him here shortly. Off of an up man, as that one was drilled into his chest, but a New Lexington player recovers it at the 33. My goodness, James with a rocket off his right leg. Down to Tim Plants, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Tim, there was a reason Indian Valley was kicking off from the New Lexington 45.
Correct, yes. It was actually the referees called a blindside block on New Lexington, and then the penalty was assessed on the kickoff.
Good call on that. You had a great view. Did you see what lineman got his paw up there to tip it in the air to Pasine?
Yeah, that was a great play. I mean, and you working that with a tip drill, and Rowan was right there and motored right into the end zone. And I will have to credit Daniel Adams on that call as well.
Great job on that, Tim. Thank you for your hard work down there. New Lexington back on offense. It's a false start. A receiver got started early here over left. It looked like guilty of that was Owen O'Brien, as we actually heard the Indian Valley coaches box yell and false start before anybody even noticed.
Yeah, it's this right now is where New Lexington's got to calm down right here. They got to find a way to go down the field and get it into the end zone. Because the Braves are going to get it after half. With 4:30 left here before half, you don't want to turn it over and give it back to the Braves.
Stevens in the shotgun. Kellogg offset in the shotgun to his right. 2 wide receivers either side of the formation. Play change. Stevens barks out orders, gets the snap, hands it off to Kellogg, looking for room. He's got nothing, and finishing it off from the edge. Riker Williams goes from left to right, getting a little helping hand from Hunter Peterman as well.
Yeah, Peterman and Williams right there, they did a nice job getting to him. They're going to go a little tempo right here, try to catch the Braves out of position.
A 1-yard carry there for Kellogg. Tempo offense. It's been good for New Lexington all season. Stevens back to pass, delivers into the middle of the field, in and out of the hands of the receiver, as Tyson Spicer had nothing but green grass in front of him, but could not haul it in at his own 40. That had a first down written all over it.
Yeah, Riker Williams out there talking to some of his teammates right there, telling them, that was your position. You were supposed to be there. You wasn't there, and then they caught a break.
Technically speaking, other than the interception, the first incompletion for Stevens. He'll now get his team out there for a 3rd down and 14. He's in the shotgun, and we got false whistles start. And a false start again. Another receiver flinches for the Panthers, and they'll move him back 5.
Yeah, the quarterback kind of going up to the line, making some calls, and he's turning and looking. And when he turned to look, the wide receiver on the far side took a kind of like a little bit of a lunge and then rocked back.
So now it will be 3rd down and 19. Ball on New Lexington's own 26. Under 4 minutes to go before halftime. Remember, Indian Valley receives the second half kick. Stevens in the shotgun, motions a man out of the backfield, and Kellogg back to pass, and he did it again, Shannon. They were motioning Kellogg, and I think O'Brien flinched again from his receiver spot.
Yeah, Indian Valley's got to be careful right here because we've seen this earlier this year in a couple games where they got the defense, or they got the offense to jump a couple times, and then they gave up a huge pass play, so defensive backs are going to be on their toes right here.
3rd down and 23. Stevens, same formation, Kellogg with him. He'll motion to the right side, 3 wide receivers right. Stevens back to pass, no pressure. Now he's got flush from the pocket, left side. Peterman's pressuring him. Flag comes in. It's going to be a hold as that one's delivered down the field, incomplete. Braves will be declining that as Peterman's jersey got pulled to his, you could see from back to front.
Yeah, there was actually 2 holds. The first one was on Brogan Connor coming around, but the referee wasn't in position to see that one. But as soon as Hunter Peterman turned, they pretty much had him right between the 5 and the 2 and spun him sideways, and that was an easy call right there for the official.
Penalty is declined. Punt time for the Panthers. 3:46 showing before the halftime break. Indian Valley could blow this game wide open on this punt return and ensuing possession. Punter, who will go back now for New Lexington, will have his feet on his own 8-yard line on the hash mark. Punter is Isaiah Stevens, their quarterback. Take the snap and drop it into his foot. James was pressuring from the right side. What a punt from Stevens over the head of Golder. Bounces at his own 30, checks up at the 20, still rolling at the 15, 14, 13. What a punt and a flipped field from Stevens.
Yeah, that was an outstanding punt right there. Indian Valley is going to have to get going early right here with 3:32 to go in the half, because if they can punch this in, that would be huge considering they get the ball after half.
Indian Valley will have almost the length of the field to drive. They did so last time they had the ball on offense. Braves coming in as the 2 seed. New Lexington, the 3 seed. Winner of this contest will take on the winner of St. Clairsville and West Holmes out of Division 4, Region 15.
Yeah, and Triad Roofing and Services games outside of Z Country. St. Clairsville leads West Holmes 14-0 in the second quarter.
Thank you for that, Shannon. Braves on offense. It will be shotgun, Williams, Kinsey, left side, two wide receivers right, motion man, Golder into the backfield. Williams looks for room, dances around, stiff arm at the 20, up over top of a corner, and mark him down at the 22. Almost a First Federal first down to start things off. It is a First Federal first down, a pickup of 10 from Williams.
Yeah, nice job by Williams right there. He moved a little bit faster than his wide receiver, Colton Smith. If Smith was about a half a step faster, he probably would have got in front of Riker and picked that block up, but Riker couldn't wait on him.
3:15 showing on the clock. Indian Valley not in a huge rush to get down the field as they're hoping to chew this clock all the way down and then open the second half kickoff. As in the pistol, it'll be Williams. Kinsey behind him, 2 wide receivers left, 1 right. Williams turns, gives it off. Kinsey off left tackle. Has a lineman on him, shrugs him off, spins out of it, still on his feet, over the 30 to the 31-yard line. And again, Kinsey, that initial contact, forget about it.
One thing Riker Williams has got to do, he's got to make sure he looks out there at his wide receivers and make sure he's set. The wide receivers ran clear over there to the sideline to line up, and they just got set before Riker asked for the snap, and it was close.
Play call coming in from head coach Matt Lancaster to Williams. Might have even just told his quarterback there to take it slow and be smart. Coming up is our halftime report brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison. We will be talking about this ballgame here on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. The guys over here at 99.9, however, will be talking about the other games going on in Z Country. Cush Financial Group timeout. Coach Lank wants to talk about it. 2:23 showing on the clock. Stick around. High school football playoffs live right here with Big Z Sports.
Let the experts at Bear Carpet One in Sugar Creek help you pick out the right window treatment for you. Bear is now carrying Alta Window Fashions. Their cost-effective, made-in-America blinds and shades come in many styles. Honeycomb, roller shades, wood, faux wood, aluminum, and vertical blinds. Even custom shutters in many fabrics and materials. Alta blinds and shades can be automated through a remote, smartphone, or even voice. Come check out Bear's Alta display. Bear Carpet One, just off Route 39 in the Salzburg Plaza in Sugar Creek.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. A halftime break. Motion man from left to right of the shotgun. Williams direct read left side. Lead blocks from Bircher and Kinsey. And Ratliff will save what could have been a touchdown run there from Williams as he'll get knocked down at the 43-yard line, a gain of 12.
Yeah, nice job right there. Just like you said, by everybody. Got their blocks and stuff. And Riker did a nice job getting upfield. He hit the turf kind of hard right there, but he bounced up pretty quick.
Quickly down to Tim Plants on the sideline. Brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Tim, you keeping track of broken tackles from Kinsey for us? Because we've lost count already.
Oh, I've definitely lost count. It seems like every time that he gets it, there's yards after carry, yards after contact.
Unbelievable stuff. It is a direct snap to Kinsey, who will try to bounce it outside. We might have jinxed him as he gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Well, Tim, you're going to have to take the blame on that one.
Yeah, I'll take the blame on that one.
No yards there as he gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage. So it will bring up a 2nd down and 10. Minute and a half to go before the halftime break. We'll see what the Braves dial up. Now, Shannon, you're almost in that territory where you do have to start thinking about picking up the pace.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Coach Lancaster, you don't want to let this opportunity slip away.
Golder, motion man from left to right in the slot. He'll line up as a wing. Pistol, Williams in front of Kinsey. Play fake. Williams rolls right, looking for room down the field. And he's got pressure, and he's going to go down. And a huge sack there as pulling him down that time was Paul Stenson, their leading sack man from the defensive line. As the clock will stop here, and it looks like a timeout by New Lexington. We'll keep it right here, and rightfully so, a timeout for them. They want to get the ball back and look for a score here before halftime, because now if you're the Braves, you are pushed back to your own 39, likely going to be just a run up the middle and look for a punt. That was one of those plays, Shannon, when Williams might have just tried to do a little too much.
Yeah, he was rolling this way, and he just never really could get squared up. He had Golder at first about 5 or 6 yards downfield. Looked to be open, but I don't know if he was trying to wait to see if something developed further down the field. But the Panthers' defensive lineman was able to chase him down.
You got a scoreboard update for us from some of the other area games.
Yeah, an Impact Collision scoreboard update as looks like Hillsdale just took the lead over Malvern 16-14 in the second quarter. South Range leads Garaway 21-7. Northmore leads Ridgewood 7-0. Eastern is now up 14-0 on Connaught Valley in the second quarter. Dover has got on the board, but Steubenville still leads 21-2, and it says in the first quarter.
Thank you for that, Shannon. 1:12 is shown on the clock. It's 3rd down and 16 now for Indian Valley. They've got that 14-point lead. We'll get the ball in the second half here. This is one of those situations you don't want to do too much. They'll go 3 wide receivers left. Kinsey lines up as a wing left side. He'll motion to the right side. Williams back to pass. Looks Kinsey for a swing pass. He'll have to flush now. Stenson's chasing him. He's chasing him down the left sideline. Past the line of scrimmage is Williams, and he'll get knocked out of bounds at the original line of scrimmage. That will stop the clock. What hustle there by Williams to get out of the grass of Stenson, who was coming on hard.
Yeah, but the downfall to that is he ran out of bounds instead of going down inbounds. We're making them use another timeout.
1:04 showing on the clock before halftime. Punt team will come out. Colt James will go back for the punt. Lone return man back for New Lexington appears to be Miles Wilson, the junior.
James wants to make sure he takes his time right here, get it off his foot nice and clean.
See if the Panthers bring pressure as well. Snap is back. It's high over the head of James. He's got it at his own 15 as he'll just fall on it. And that means New Lexington takes over in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Disastrous snap there for the Braves, and it could end up costing them 7 points.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that ball wasn't even close to where James can make a play on it. It just sailed over his head.
Unbelievable turn of events as New Lexington immediately in business. They still got a minute to play with. 1st down and 10. Ball will be on the Indian Valley 12. Stevens will line up with Kellogg behind him in the pistol. 2 wide receivers left. Turns, hands it off. Kellogg looking for room, not very much there, as it'll just be a 1-yard carry. Easy for me to say, Shannon.
Yeah, and the Panthers coach told him to get right back on the line of scrimmage. He's not taking the timeout right here.
Back up, 45 seconds to go. Working quickly, Stevens in the pistol. Kellogg behind him, same formation. He's clapping, he wants the ball. Now he'll get the snap. He'll turn, play fake, looks left, hesitates, flushed from the pocket. Got Williams chasing him, down to the corner of the end zone, and it's out of bounds. Great pressure from Williams, and it's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Yeah, nice job out here. Looked like it was Eric Golder that never came off as wide receiver. The quarterback motioned for him to go deep, hoping that Golder would come with the quarterback, but Golder stayed on the receiver, forced him to throw it away.
30 seconds showing before the halftime break. 3rd down and 9. New Lexington can still get a first down. Stick around for our First National Bank of Denison halftime report coming up here shortly on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. And the guys back in the studio at 99.9 have you covered with breakdowns of all the other area games in the regional semifinals. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right for Stevens as they break the huddle. Kellogg lines up behind him in the pistol. Snap goes back. Fake there. They'll go to Kellogg up the middle. He's got almost nobody there initially, and he'll push forward to the 5. He's still going to be a yard short of the first. Great draw play drawn up there, and Indian Valley's defense just reacted quick enough.
And that's one of the things when you throw the ball so much like that and they have success at it. Indian Valley played the pass right there, and the draw was there for him.
7-yard pickup for Kellogg. It is a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Down to Tim Plants, who, Tim, I don't know if you had a pretty good view of that snap. James never had a chance for it. That one was high in the air, and we'll see if Indian Valley can recover.
Yeah, he had no chance. I mean, Colt's a pretty tall kid. Now, that was over his head probably by a good foot, so even with the jump, so he didn't have a chance at that. He did the right thing on that because you don't want to try and pick it up because even worse things can happen if he doesn't recover it, and they do. They could run into the end zone or what have you in that situation.
Well, it goes back to the old Woody Hayes adage, right? 3 things can happen on a pass play, and 2 of them are bad.
Exactly.
And especially when you have your punter back there trying to throw it in a pressure situation.
Yeah, definitely.
So it will be New Lexington who comes out on offense. 4th down and 2. Are they going to line up for a field goal? They're going on offense. They're going to stack the backfield, and they're going to do a similar look as what got them a touchdown earlier in this game. Or, pardon me, a 2-point conversion. Overload the right side as they motion men over there. Kellogg in the backfield alongside. That's a false start. Kellogg shuffled his feet forward after coming set, and now that makes the 4th down that much harder.
Yeah, now it's even a bigger decision right here because now you just went to where you could do a running play to get a first down or possibly a touchdown. To now you're either forced into a field goal or a throwing play.
There are some substitutions coming on here for the Panthers. We'll see what they do. Stevens and Kellogg are still out there. They're going to go for it on their own 10-yard line. 20 seconds to go before halftime. 3 wide receivers right, 2 left. They're going to leave Stevens alone in the backfield. Braves fan base coming alive for this 4th down play. They need to get to about the 3-yard line. And a timeout's going to be called here by New Lexington. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout. We'll take 30 seconds, and Big Z Sports will return after this.
Jeff Wallach, LLC is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Oh, that works. Nope. Good. You're okay. Back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. A huge play upcoming. 4th down and 6 for New Lexington on their own 10, or on the Indian Valley 10-yard line. 21 seconds on the clock. Stevens by himself. 3 wide receivers right, 2 left. Kellogg motions from the slot from left to right. Stevens looks that way. It's a screen, but he's got pressure up the middle. Jump ball in the back of the end zone. Battle for it. It's picked off. Indian Valley picks it off deep, and jumping high and making that grab over top of the defender was Eric Golder.
Yeah, outstanding play right there by Eric Golder. I'll tell you what, I thought he got behind the receiver, and I thought the receiver was going to have a chance to make a play right there. And somehow Eric Golder come down with it and Indian Valley will have the ball at the 20-yard line.
I will apologize for a voice crack. It's that one. 15 seconds to go. Indian Valley has the ball at their own 20. I'm sure this is going to be just a run up the middle here. Braves are going to be more than happy on a 14-point lead. We'll see if Tim Plants can catch up with head coach Matt Lancaster before they go in for the halftime break. Braves will receive the ball. Now there's a conversation from the officials.
Well, the play clock's already running. It's at 12 seconds.
Which I didn't see them allow them to break, and now they will, and it is going to be a kneel formation. They reset the play clock. Williams will go under center. They'll have a deep man back in Smith just in case, but Williams will take it and drop down to a knee. Braves are up by 14 in this regional semifinal as we head to the halftime break. We'll see if Tim can catch up with head coach Matt Lancaster. Braves showing off a very well-paced offense there, being able to slow things down a bit as Tim's got Coach Lancaster.
Coach, it was a great stand. Eric with a big interception in the end zone. What's the message going to be going into halftime?
It was a great stand. It could be a big momentum changer right there if we didn't get that stop, after the bad snap on the punt. But those things happened, and our defense came up huge. So out in the second half, we got to seize the momentum.
Second half, Coach.
Thank you.
Thank you to Coach Lancaster and Tim Plants there for grabbing him before halftime. You're locked in now, brought to you by the First National Bank of Denison. We'll step aside and tally up some stats and talk about that first half of action. Shannon and Nick for Big Z Sports and the Claxon Communications crew. We'll be back after this.
Ron's Heating and Cooling in Denison has been serving this great area since 1977. At Ron's, no matter what you need, they can handle it. From heating and cooling to standby Generac generators, water heaters, tankless water heaters, mobile home equipment, duct cleaning, and 24-hour no-heat service. Winter, spring, summer, or fall, all you have to do is call 740-922-5252. Ron's Heating and Cooling proudly supports high school sports and would like to wish best of luck to all local athletes participating this season.
Top Notch Auto on East Plum Alley in Janaden, your one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, offering an experienced staff that can handle just what you need to keep your vehicle running at its best. Top Notch Auto specializes in diagnostics with state-of-the-art diagnostic equipment. Whether your vehicle needs routine maintenance or major repairs, Top Notch Auto can handle all your vehicle needs. They also offer a large selection of tire brands, including Goodyear, Kelly, and Cooper, just to name a few. Find Top Notch Auto LLC on Facebook or call them at 740-561-4100.
Hey there, football fans. For over 60 years, Hampshire Insurance has been a cornerstone of the Sugar Creek community. We specialize in home, auto, life, commercial, and farm insurance. With our friendly and efficient service, you can rest easy knowing Hampshire Insurance is providing a path forward when the unthinkable happens. Give us a call at 330-852-4087. Hampshire Insurance, proud supporters of high school sports and your trusted neighbors in Sugar Creek.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Triad Roofing and Services in Strasburg has been your commercial flat and sloped roofing professionals since 1979. They do commercial roofing and offer free estimates. Businesses, now is the time. Set your appointment before the weather changes. They can fix your roof before problems occur. They offer maintenance plans. Will come out twice a year, clear drains, and inspect your roof. To find out more, go to triadroofingandservices.com. That's triadroofingandservices.com.
Other guys insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course.
At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk,
but operate more efficiently. Decrease employee turnover and increase your bottom line.
Want to stay warm in your vehicle this winter? Call the Remote Start Pros at Cartoons and Accessories in New Philly. With over 15,000 units installed over 18 years in the market, Cartoons in-car experts have the expertise to get the job done right. Cartoons carries a full assortment of remote starts that give you any desired range needed to warm up your car from anywhere. We also do diesel vehicles as well as standard shift vehicles. So don't delay. Call Cartoons today and schedule an appointment and stay warm all winter long. Cartoons at 517 West High Avenue in New Philly. 330-339-2006. Be there.
Kinsey Excavating and Trucking is a family-owned and operated business in New Philadelphia. KET is a general contractor. They provide services to commercial and municipal clients. They employ local union operators and laborers. KET is dedicated to providing outstanding work using the latest technology and employing local individuals to positively impact Tuscarawas County and the surrounding area. Kinsey Excavating and Trucking proudly supports the Indian Valley Local School District and wishes all area athletes, musicians, artists, and students a successful season.
Welcome back to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and our live stream of the Division IV Region 15 semifinal in Coshocton. As you see on your screen, the Indian Valley Braves lead 22-8 as the New Lexington band performs out there on the field. Shannon, what a high-stakes, high-pressure first half that was. We saw New Lexington open up the ball game with a huge 62-yard link-up between Isaiah Stevens and his leading receiver in Bentley Hansen. And I'm sure some Braves fans were thinking, oh boy, all right, we knew this passing attack, it might be a problem for us. But then all of a sudden, what Indian Valley has been able to do on offense, just dictating the clock, going right down the field, getting the first downs when you want. It hasn't been the big pop plays. It hasn't been catching them off guard. It's just been power smash mouth football.
Yeah, I mean, Indian Valley's doing what they've traditionally done under the Matt Lancaster regime. Like, you know he's going to run the ball, you got to stop him. And tonight, they're having trouble stopping the run, and you got to give it to the defensive guys for Indian Valley. They made some adjustments there after that first drive and 2 plays, and they've been able to get a little bit of pressure. New Lex has still been able to make some big plays when they want to, but Indian Valley, you know, it's kind of bend, don't break right now, and they had that nice tip ball right there that Rowan Basim was able to intercept and run into the end zone, and then this big one down here where you gave that high-powered offense, you know, a minute.
As short of a field as you could with a minute to go.
A minute to go, and you kept them out of the end zone. So outstanding job to the Indian Valley defense right now.
Well, here's something that's interesting. You know how I love stats and metrics and all that kind of stuff. Isaiah Stevens started the game off 9 for 9 with a touchdown. His last completion was that loss of 2 yards on that swing pass. Remember, you said they almost want the receiver to just drop it? Since then, he has bookended 4 incompletions with 2 interceptions. What has changed from the Indian Valley defense?
Mainly the guys are staying where they're supposed to be. The defensive backs are not coming off their guys. They're not falling for the play action like they did on that first one. You know, there's a couple times where Stevens tried to direct his wide receivers to go downfield, and the defensive backs went with him, and that forces Stevens to throw away because he's under pressure the whole time. You got to give it to the guys up front like Riker Williams and Peterman, and those guys are able to get in the backfield and flush him out of the pocket.
Yeah, 9 completions for Stevens, 118 yards, has the 1 touchdown that went to Hansen, but he has been picked off twice. Hansen right now, 5 catches, 77 yards, and that touchdown. Rushing attack, only 9 carries so far for this New Lexington team. Their leading bell cow, no surprise, is Carson Kellogg. He's been kind of bottled up a little bit. 8 carries for 34 yards. Not a lot of rush lanes opening up that this Braves defense is given to him.
No, and the only times he's really got a big lane is when you think they're in passing situations and they go ahead and run the draw and get 10 yards off of it. But that's just, you know, that's credit to the high-powered passing offense that they got. But right now, come out in this second half, Indian Valley can't come out and be like, all right, we're up 22-8, you know, we're in good shape, because if you go 3 and out after the halftime, New Lex gets it in the end zone, you're only up one score.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting to see, without a doubt, what they do coming out of this halftime break. Here's the crazy stat for you. Indian Valley's offense this season been passing a little bit more than we've seen in years past with the skill of sophomore Riker Williams. He's 1 for 2 in this game. They've only had the 2 passing attempts. His lone completion was to Eric Golder for 29 yards up the seam. It has been the Riker Williams and Grady Kinsey show out of the backfield, because right now, with 15 totes of the ball, it's Kinsey who's led the way with 73 yards. Williams is right there with him with 12 carries for 73 yards.
Yeah, they both just done what they're supposed to do tonight. Like you said, they can tend to throw the ball if they want to, but right now, being up, they're kind of using that ground and pound, wearing New Lexington down a little bit, and they're keeping that clock moving at the same time. Sometimes your best defense is your offense, and when your offense can perform and take 6 to 7 minutes off the clock and get points out of it, that's a win-win situation all the way around.
The other stats leaders, Eric Golder's got 2 totes for 20 yards, and you have 1 run for Colton Smith for 3, and that's it. Indian Valley's offense hasn't needed any other scoring because they picked up a huge interception for Rowan Pacine, who returned it back to the house. Eric Golder with that interception that you talked about, Shannon, deep in the end zone on the back, right in front of the goalposts. This Braves defense really turning up the intensity a little bit in that first half as compared to their game last week against Waverly.
Yeah, 2 totally different teams compared to last week, and then the offense kind of did what they were supposed to do when the defense does their job. And the defense here, they're going to be the ones under fire here in the second half because New Lexington's going to come out. They got some ground to make up. And
they're going to be spreading the ball out.
Yeah, they're going to try to make it up hurry. But like I said, if that offense can come out and burn up half of that third quarter and put it in the end zone, that only makes your defense that much stronger.
All of our social media and updates and all that going on from the sideline. Huge thank you to Daniel Adams. We'll jump down to the sideline now with Tim Plants, who is down there talking with Daniel, and we'll get to Tim's take from that first half. Tim, I mean, this was a New Lexington team that we saw in that opening drive, and we thought, oh, boy, look out. We said it could be an offensive shootout. It's been all the defenses right now.
Yeah, and that's great to see if you're Indian Valley with the score the way it is. But, yeah, when that first possession happened and they took it right down the field, I mean, we hear about number 10 quite a bit during the week, and you get to see him in action. I mean, he's fast. So it was great to see on the Indian Valley side for them to make adjustments. And then if you don't have the interception, it's a 14-15 or 15-8 ball game, and it's a lot closer. But that was a big turning point in the game. But it's definitely going to be a game of second-half adjustments and seeing if New Lexington can get back in the game.
Yeah, without a doubt. Our Claxon crew up here, Jaron Aber's behind the computer producing for us. Andrew Dunlap is doing our camera work for us tonight. Andrew actually pointed out in that first half there how different of a ball game that this could potentially be if New Lexington didn't have all of those drive-killing false starts. We're talking about potentially a tie ball game, really.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's not like they're not moving the ball. They're definitely moving the ball. It's just Indian Valley, they're making those huge stands in clutch situations, and the scoreboard's reflecting that.
Yeah, without a doubt. Well, we'll let you keep resting up along the sideline there. We'll see if you can maybe get head coach Kevin Board for New Lexington coming out of the halftime break. Keep up the great work, Tim.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Shannon, looking forward to the rest of this ball game without a doubt. What do you think is going to be the Indian Valley MO when they come out on offense to open up the second half?
Well, I think they're going to come out. They're going to line up 5 wide receivers, maybe do a little bit of dance. No, they're going to come out. Same old, same old. They're going to put Riker Williams at quarterback. They're going to put Bircher, Kinsey in the backfield, maybe a little bit of Eric Golder, and they're going to run the ball like they do. I mean, that's plain and simple. That's what they're going to do. But if you're New Lexington, you better watch out because just as I'm sitting here saying they're going to come out and run it, you never know. They might come out real quick and do a little tight end up the seam with Jackson Bircher, and he runs down the field. But I do believe that the offense will continue to do what it's doing. And for New Lexington, the first thing you got to clean up is you got to clean up those penalties. Like I said off the air, is a lot of times people sit back and blame stuff on the referees saying, oh, you throwed all those flags on us. Well, when it's a holding call or a pass interference, something like that, that's your opinion. That's the official's opinion. But when there's probably 5 false starts, and those are plain and simple that everybody in the whole stadium can see.
Yeah, those ones are hard to really try to argue your way out of, and we'll see if New Lexington can polish that up heading into the second half. It's the First National Bank of Denison halftime report. We will take a timeout. When we return, we'll see if we get head coach Kevin Board for the Panthers, and, of course, we will be joining you again for more live play-by-play action on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel and at 99.9 WTUZ.
When you think pizza, think Amici's Pizza with locations in West Lafayette and Janaden-Hutton. Amici's Pizza offers you your favorite traditional pizzas, as well as specialty pizzas, subs, wings, and salads. Everything from the dough to the sauce is made fresh daily. There's just something different about a pizza from Amici's. Try one today in West Lafayette or Janaden-Hutton. Big city taste for a small city price. Learn more. Find Amici's on Facebook.
Lutz Body and Paint, located at 7573 Wolf's Crossing Road in Janaden-Hutton, is there for you when a never-planned auto collision repair is needed. Lutz Body and Paint performs the auto body and painting services needed to get your vehicle back to looking showroom new in a timely manner at a reasonable price and provides free estimates. Lutz Body and Paint is a proud supporter of the Indian Valley School District and wishes best of luck to the Braves athletes participating in tonight's game.
Ready to unleash your inner champion? At T County Boxing Academy in New Philadelphia, we're not just about throwing punches. We're about building confidence, discipline, and strength. Whether you're stepping into the ring for the first time or looking to sharpen your skills, our expert coaches are here to guide you every step of the way. Train like a pro, fight like a champ. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up today and start your journey to greatness.
Hi, this is Zarek with Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. How healthy is the air you breathe? When air quality outside is bad, you can breathe easy inside your home with air purifiers, high-quality air filtration, and other fine products from Dover Philly Heating and Cooling. We are your local trained comfort specialists in downtown Dover, providing 24-hour emergency service since 1981. For all your home comfort needs, call us at 330-343-5511. We look forward to hearing from you. Thank you.
The Tuscarawas County dairy farmers want you to know that low-fat chocolate milk is a great choice for student-athletes and hard workers. It provides the nutrition needed after practices, games, or a hard day at work, and it tastes great. Low-fat chocolate milk is packed with carbohydrates for energy, proteins to repair muscles, fluids to rehydrate, plus vitamins and minerals to help build strong bones and bodies. It's the official beverage of the Ohio High School Athletic Association. Tuscarawas County Dairy Farmers. Farms, family, food.
Hi, this is Jan McInturf. The past 30 years, the residents in and around the Tuscarawas County have made the call to the realtors and staff of McInturf Realty for buying and selling of residential and commercial properties. We truly live in a great community, and in all of those communities, there is nothing better than high school sports. For myself and all the agents and staff at McInturf Realty, we would like to wish all the area athletes good luck this season. And make the call to McInturf Realty, 330-364-SOLD, or find us online at McInturfRealty.net.
Fall brings cool evenings, football games, and weekend camping. Muskingum Watershed Conservancy District has the perfect way to recharge after a long week at work. A place to sit around a campfire making s'mores and relax as you watch the snapping and flickering flames dancing under the moonlight. Choose a campsite at Atwood or Tappan Lake Park for your fall weekend getaways. Camping is the perfect way to spend an evening under the stars with family and friends. For more information, visit mwcd.org.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
The Sarchone name has always been known for truck sales, and once you see our inventory, you'll understand why. At Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Dalton, you'll find the largest selection of new trucks and SUVs in the area. Shop our inventory at SarchoneCDJR.com or stop in and visit us on the corner of Route 30 and Route 94 in Dalton. Sarchone, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Get your own at Sarchone.
Gillen Body Shop knows that when their business is needed, it's never planned and it can cause quite the inconvenience. That's why Gillen Body Shop makes the process as easy as possible for their customers by making sure the work is completed right the first time. Gillen Body Shop has experienced staff that give all completed work a 100% guarantee. So when those unplanned repairs to your vehicle are needed, there's only one choice. Gillen Body Shop on Cary Avenue in New Philadelphia. Find them on Facebook.
21 Tire and Auto is conveniently located on the north side of Navarre on State Route 21 and can handle all your vehicle needs. They carry all major tire brands for passenger, light truck, SUV, agricultural, ATV, and trailer tires. Plus, 21 Tire and Auto can handle just about any repair your vehicle is needing and gives you the comfort of massage chairs to sit in while you wait. To see all they can do for you, find 21 Tire and Automotive Service on Facebook.
This is Brian Williams, commercial lender with the First National Bank of Denison. The day you decided to open your business, you planted the seed. As your roots become stronger, the First National Bank of Denison is here to help your business grow. Strong businesses make strong communities, and because we live, work, and raise our families here, your business benefits us all. Whether you need more space, equipment, or inventory, come see us today for your next business loan. We are a local bank with local decision makers, and your success is our greatest reward. At the First National Bank of Denison, we have our roots where others have their branches.
Into the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio and out of our First National Bank of Denison halftime report, Tim Plants has head coach Kevin Board for the new Lexington Panthers. Tim?
Yes, I do. Coach, the scoreboard definitely does not reflect how close the game is right now. A couple things go a different way, and you guys actually, it might be tired. You guys actually might be up. What was the message in the locker room?
It's that, man. We're not executing it to our standard. We're not being disciplined enough. We got a series down there where we come up a yard short on 4th and 1, or fourth down we go for it. We come up a yard short, right, and you're down on the 5. And then we say, hey, make them go 95 yards. They go 95 yards. We had another possession on this end. We're 4th and 2 inside the 5, and we jump off sides. Now it's 4th and 7. So instead of a play that we love, we now got to go to a secondary play. So we're right there. We're right there. We just got to make a couple plays. But the message is take it one play at a time. We're not going to make it 22-22 all of a sudden, right? We got to take it 8 to 15 and then to 22. So just doubling down, not panicking, and then just doing what we do.
Good luck in the second half.
Thank you, Tim, and thank you to head coach Kevin Board there as we get set for your second half kickoff brought to you by Cartoons of New Philadelphia. Big thanks to the guys in Chris, Roger, and Keith back in the studio for keeping us updated. You've got some of those scores that they just mentioned there, Shannon.
Yeah, the Kimball Company scoreboard update. Steubenville leads Dover 28-7 at the half. South Range is up on Garraway 21-7 at the half. Ridgewood and Northmore in a battle, but Northmore is leading right now 7-0 at halftime. Connaughton Valley trails Eastern 21-0 at the half, and in a real good game, Hillsdale is leading Malvern 23-20 at the half.
Thank you for that, Shannon. Now remember, Indian Valley does receive the second half kickoff, but you know what I'm going to ask you. New Lexington finds themselves down just 14. In no way is that insurmountable at all. Do you at least consider trying to catch them off guard here on the kickoff?
Well, if you remember, Ridgewood did that this year and caught them off guard and was able to get the ball and almost caught him off guard a second time with an onside quick kick. So Indian Valley guys up front has got to be prepared for anything. Don't think anything's going to be long and down the field, and give your offense a chance to get the ball here in the second half.
Almost time for the second half kickoff. If you have not done so, get subscribed to the Big Z Sports YouTube channel to get notified for live broadcasts just like this. And we look forward to hopefully bringing you some regional finals action moving forward. But we'll have to wait and see how this one and all of our other games shape out, as it will be New Lexington to send it deep. The two deep men for Indian Valley will be Eric Golder and Colton Smith. No surprise, the Braves have everybody bunched up right by the kickoff, right by the 50-yard line right now.
Yeah, because New Lexington does this formation where everybody lines up in the center of the field. They all run towards the ball, and then they run back and they fan out. So probably have done this once before where everybody was spread and they just went ahead and kicked it and got the ball back. But it's interesting to see what happens here.
So we'll see as the kickoff man doing the duties for New Lexington today, getting stretched out and ready to go. We haven't seen him here for a little bit. It is Owen O'Brien, the wide receiver, who will, of course, be sending it off. And we have to say a huge thank you to all of our presenting sponsors today, and as they have been all season long in the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, Novellus, and TMK Valley Propane. That's the reason we are able to be on air and on YouTube, bringing you more high school football action as the buzzer sounds for the halftime clock, hitting 0. 2 quarters to go to find out who's going to be one of the representatives in the regional final out of Region 15. O'Brien has it teed up. He'll talk to his kick team, and we'll see him bust out here and go up to the line. We'll see if they want to send it from this formation. They back off, but that doesn't mean it's no onside, though, right, Shannon?
So is the ball laying flat on its side right there?
No, I believe the laces are facing downfield, though, but it's leaning downside, is it not?
I don't know. It looks kind of awkward from up here.
O'Brien, onside. It spins. It's into the hands of somebody. Who got it? Indian Valley was down on it, tried to get it first. New Lexington crashed. I believe that was Brogan O'Connor who tried to dive for it. And what a play there as he is able to scoop it away. Wow, that was close.
I told you, that ball was laying flat on its
You're
side,
right.
And he kicked it on the side of it. And
Spun
it
like a top.
It just spun. And good thing, or smart play right there for the Brave. He just went up there and jumped on it because there was a New Lexington player that was crashing down fast.
So Indian Valley will start off in fantastic field position. It looks like the marker is at the 48-yard line.
Guys, I will say he did do that as well on the opening kickoff.
Oh, good eyes on that, Tim, as you got a much better view than we do for that kind of thing. Shannon and I got old eyes up here, man. You help us out.
Nick, you're a young guy. I know what you're talking about.
I just found out I need glasses, man. I don't know what you're talking about. So
Nick's got a 10-year school reunion coming up this weekend, and mine's 32 years away. So,
and mine was 20. So,
Nick's just a pup.
Let's just say this: we're all getting old. Ball will be at the 49-yard line to start things off. Braves break the huddle. They have a short field to work with. They're up by 14. Shotgun, Kinsey, left side of Williams in the shotgun. Smith will motion from right to left. Now they'll go 3 wide receivers left. Direct read, left side. Williams looks back for a throw to Smith. Instead, will go straight up the middle and barrel over top of the safety and go down to the 38-yard line. And on one carry, Riker Williams, a 14-yard gain, a first federal first down.
Yeah, Williams did a nice job right there. He rolled to the left. He looked out there at Smith. That froze the linebackers on the right side of the field over there. Then he turned, went upfield, and just ran somebody over to get the first federal first down.
Williams listed at 6 foot, 175 pounds, just a sophomore. How many sophomore quarterbacks do you know are taking on linebackers like that in the hole?
Not too many, man. I just the pure strength and will to win.
I formation now. Actually, they go strong side. Fake the pitch there, and that's going to be Golder from the left to right sweep. He's up to the 20, still fighting, and he's down to the 18-yard line.
What an outstanding job by Colton Smith out there on the block. The wide receiver got on his guy and just pushed him about 15 yards downfield right beside Eric Golder.
Who wants it more on that type of play? Golder now has 3 totes for 20 yards, and there was that little wrinkle in the offense, that little misdirection sweep out of the slot back spot there on the left.
Well, they're keying everything to Riker Williams and Grady Kinsey, and you throw Eric Golder in there, and it turns into a big gain.
I form again. Williams under center. Bircher lines up as the fullback. Kinsey the running back. Misdirection. Stutter step up the middle. 15. Breaks 1 tackle. 10. 5. Touchdown Indian Valley as Grady Kinsey breaks off 3 tackles up the middle and goes in from 18 yards out.
Kinsey there did a nice job running down the field, but right there got close to the end zone. He started sticking that arm out, kind of like a little chicken bone, like Coach Board said that they were going to take shots at, but nobody was close enough to swing at the ball, and he dives into the end zone.
An 18-yard touchdown run has the Braves up by 20. Now the extra point from Colt James. James, as we mentioned, 7 for 7 last week, our McInturf Realty Player of the Game, and he's perfect on this one as well. 29-8, Indian Valley leads. Big Z Sports is back after this Cush Financial Group timeout.
This is RJ Jacobs from DAC Vitamins and Minerals. Did you know that DAC Vitamins and Minerals has more than 40 proven equine supplements that include daily multivitamins, joint, digestion, reproduction and fertility, calming, and many other specialty products? DAC also carries a complete line of livestock products called DAC Show Contender. Feed DAC Vitamins and Minerals to get the competitive edge in the show pen. We've been feeding champions since 1983.
Hi, I'm Zach Motice with the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. For all your auto, home, farm, and business insurance needs, contact our team at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. Or stop in and see us at one of our 3 locations in downtown New Philadelphia, Sugar Creek, or in Strasburg, providing excellent service to the Tuscarawas Valley since 1885. Everyone here at the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency would like to wish all area athletes good luck this season.
New Philadelphia kickoff here early in the second half of action. Cartoons in New Philadelphia, your auto accessory and local WeatherTech dealer on West High Avenue in New Philadelphia. James will send it deep, straight to the middle of the field. Bounces into the hand of a returner, picked up at the 20 for New Lexington. Straight up the middle is Ratliff, and he is taken down at the 33, and that's where the Panthers will take things over. Down to Tim Plants on the sideline. Tim, we were talking about the slow, methodical pace of the Braves in that first half. Not the case that time.
Yeah, definitely. If you're Indian Valley, I mean, that's what you want to do in the opening drive, and they didn't take much time off the clock at all, which is one hand, the other hand, you're like, oh, maybe we could have took. You definitely want the scores, so I'm sure they'll take that.
I'm sure they will. Thanks, Tim. And New Lexington comes out on offense, and they, of course, will be looking to spread things out here. Down by 21, still plenty of football to be played. Shotgun, Kellogg, the running back in the backfield with Stevens. Wing left, 2 wide receivers right. In the slot is Hanson, the leading receiver. Left side, ISO'd over here towards the Braves sideline. It's a handoff to Kellogg up the middle. Looking for room, ball free, and it goes back into the hands of Kellogg. One of the Braves defensive linemen, actually it was it was Gavin Garbrand who poked it out.
Yeah, that ball come out and everybody screaming balls out.
Bradley Barr. I can't read numbers.
And I don't know how he got it back.
Loss of 2 to start things off there with the peanut punch, nearly Braves ball. Stevens will go pistol, line up in front of Kellogg, trips bunch right. They'll motion all of them to the left side now. Kellogg will go out of the backfield and go on the right hash marks. He'll motion now in the backfield. Stevens hands it off. Kellogg's looking to pass, reverses field, and is lit up by Riker Williams. Kellogg never felt the backside pressure, and Williams put the hurt on him.
Yeah, you try to run a trick play right there, and your running backs aren't used to feeling that pressure right there, and Riker Williams come through there and just unloaded on him.
Loss of 6, and moving back against the New Lexington offense. It's now 3rd down and 19. Shotgun formation, Kellogg right of Stevens. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left, wing on the left side. Stevens, straight drop, pressure up the middle from Peterman. Flush to the left, looking for room. Stevens goes downfield, has a wide open receiver for the first down, who is knocked out of bounds by Colton Smith, and it's Hanson who grabs it at the 45. That is a pickup of 21 and a first.
Yeah, that's one of those plays right there. Everybody's seen the quarterback scrambling. Nobody kept an eye on their own guys, and Hanson was able to find a spot over here to get the first down.
Absolute composure from the senior quarterback for the Panthers. He'll swing it. Kellogg, right side, looking for room. Gets a block on the edge, up to the 50, lowers his shoulder, goes up to the 48. And a nice pickup on first down has him close to another first. Ball will be at the 47.
Yeah, right now the Panthers offense are just trying to kind of spread it out, and guys are just kind of running, almost looks like backyard football, running some different routes right there. Like I said, that was just a little swing pass out there. Kellogg caught it and made a nice run after catch.
Kellogg's 3rd reception. Pistol again, wing to the right. 2 wide receivers right. Fakes the pitch. Stevens pressure off the left side. He's flushed again. Being chased by O'Connor, delivers down the sideline and wisely throws it out of bounds as Stevens had Brogan O'Connor and then all of a sudden Eric Golder breathing down on him.
Yeah, Eric Golder was covering the flats out here. Everybody went deep. There was nobody in his area. He made sure before he released and come in to help his defensive line.
So now 3rd down and 2, and you'd almost have to imagine, Shannon, this is a no-question go-for-it situation here if the Panthers fail to pick it up.
Yeah, you're in Indian Valley territory just over the 50-yard line. It's kind of a 4-down territory.
9:12 shown on the clock. Stevens in the shotgun, has Kellogg left side. Wing motions from right to left. Stevens, straight drop, screen pass right in the middle. It's to Kellogg. It's a first down and more. 40, 35, breaks a tackle at the 30 and up over the 30 to the 28-yard line. Nice looking screen there, gets him a first down.
Yeah, nice job by the offensive line. They just kind of held their guy for a second, released him, and they never moved until Kellogg got behind them and then got the screen pass and turned it into a nice game for a federal first down.
Ball is marked at the 28, 1st and 10. Stevens, pistol. Back to pass, fakes it, goes Kellogg, draw up the middle. Nice room, but he'll get knocked down at the 25 as an Indian Valley defensive lineman disengaged and got on him quickly, limits it to a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, limits it to a short gain right there. They're going no huddle, get up there as the clock continues to run down to 8:33 in the 3rd quarter.
Motion man from left to right is Schwinderman. He'll line up as the wing. Now a play change as Stevens on the hard count turns and looks to his sideline. Kellogg will line up beside him or behind him. Hanson's in the slot. Out wide and left side is going to be Lane Ratliff. ISO one wide receiver to the right side on the new Lexington sideline. Stevens back to pass. He's looking right, looks middle, now looks left. He's going to step up, thinks about running, works right, delivers to the back corner of the end zone, and it's tipped away by Carson Hostetler as it was an open receiver back there in Hansen. It was a little underthrown. If Hostetler could get both hands up, though, that might have been going the other way.
Yeah, Hansen did a nice job right there. He's seen his quarterback in trouble, so he kind of rolled to an area in between two defenders. But the way he was rolling, he just didn't get enough. Stevenson just couldn't get enough strength on it to get it to him.
3rd down and 7 now. Another 3rd down. Last time they reeled off a 21-yard reception on this. They're going to go empty backfield. Trips bunch right. Stack the wide receivers left. Stevens in the shotgun by himself. He'll take the snap at his own 30-yard line. Looks left. Screen pass. Swing over there. He's got a 1st down as he is tripped up, as they're going to mark him right at the line to game. One of the defenders out there for Indian Valley made a shoelace tackle. Shannon, I thought it was an easy 1st down. Instead, a little bit harder than I would have initially thought, as Brett O'Connor's going to come in to try to substitute for Rowan Pacine. They will get the substitution in, as I believe New Lex made a substitution, so they let Indian Valley match.
Yeah, and that was Colton Smith out there that somehow was able to get out there.
It's 4th and inches, actually. They did not give him the 1st.
No, so if you're Indian Valley, you got to watch right here for the hard count and don't get caught jumping off sides. I mean, if you're New Lex right here, I just tell the quarterback take the snap and go forward. That's how close it is.
Pistol formation. Kellogg lines up behind Stevens. You could have Kellogg to push you from behind. Hard count. Indian Valley doesn't budge. It's 4th and maybe 6 inches. Kellogg will now offset left. He'll go back into the pistol. Stevens gives him some direction. Snap is back, turns, hands it off. Kellogg up the middle, lowers his shoulder and goes right over top the defense. And it's a First Federal 1st down up to the 16-yard line. Gain of 2, and you only needed about a foot.
Yeah, he was met right at the line of scrimmage by Bradley Barr, but Barr kind of broke down to make sure he got the sure tackle, so the momentum just caused him to fall forward.
They're in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone, under 7 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Offset in the shotguns, Kellogg left. Stevens has a motion man from right to left in Schwenderman, who goes right. Back to pass, Stevens looks right. He's got plenty of time, rolling to the right side. Now he gets late pressure, delivers to the sideline, out of bounds, and a nice catch by somebody over there on the sidelines, but unfortunately that's not in the field of play, will not count, so we go to 2nd down.
Yeah, nice job by the defensive backs for Indian Valley right there. They kept containment and stayed on their guys, and quarterback had plenty of time out there, rolled to his right, but eventually just had to throw it away.
Stevens there, going back to the 1st quarter, Shannon, that's about the cleanest pocket that he has had, but just could not have any receiver break open.
Yeah, there's a couple times I thought Stevens could have ran for it and got pretty big positive yards, but he kind of looks to throw.
Pistol, trips wide receivers bunched right. ISO'd on the left is a lone receiver. Kellogg's going to motion to the right side for the swing, and they're going to go to him. The wheel route as he cuts up at the 10, breaks a tackle, lowers his helmet down to lunge forward at the about, we'll say, 7-yard line, and he's going to be about a yard short. That'll bring up a 3rd down and plenty manageable. Actually, 3rd down and 2. It was an 8-yard pickup. Quickly, the new Lexington offense coming back out. Stevens turns, hands it off. Kellogg up the middle, wrapped up from behind, but the extra effort's going to get the 1st down. It is a 3-yard carry. What a play by Kellogg.
Yeah, Bradley Barr did a nice job again, got in there, but he kind of hit him when Barr's both of his feet were off the ground, so it kind of just spun him around, and they fell forward for the First Federal 1st down.
So now they will move on to a goal-to-go situation. 1st and goal from the 6-yard line. Pistol again. Stevens takes the snap, fakes the pitch, up the middle, looking for room, fighting for more, and he'll get taken down up at the 2-yard line. A gain of 4 brings up a 2nd down and short.
Yeah, he did a nice job right there. He went forward and just took what he got, didn't try to be fancy with it. Like you said, got down inside the 2-yard line.
Only Stevens' 2nd carry of the ball game. We'll say something that was pointed out to us, Shannon, all year long, Stevens was only picked off 3 times. He's been intercepted twice tonight. He's in the pistol with Kellogg behind him. 2 wide receivers right, 1 left. There's the snap. Kellogg works off right tackle. Initial contact, spun around at the goal line, and he lunges over. What an extension by Carson Kellogg. And it's a touchdown for New Lexington back into this bowl game.
Yeah, his body never got to the end zone, so when he spun around right there, he must have stuck the ball out and got it over the goal line, because they ended up at about the 3-yard line when they came back down.
Carson Kellogg gets New Lexington right back in striking distance on a short yardage touchdown plunge. Boy, extending the ball like that sometimes is a dangerous game to play, but it worked out for him. O'Brien is going to line up for an extra point here with his team trailing by 15 now. 5:19 showing on the third quarter clock. O'Brien ready for it. Bad snap, but he will get through it, and it is going to go through. 29-15. Indian Valley leads New Lexington back to the regional semifinals from Coshocton after this.
Novellus, the world leader in aluminum rolling and recycling, is searching for you. Current openings include continuous improvement specialist, mechanical engineers, automation engineers, electrical engineers, electricians, mechanics, and maintenance workers. Novellus offers industry-leading pay and benefits. To learn more, go to novellus.com/careers and search for Urixville. That's novellus.com/careers and search for Urixville.
TMK Valley Propane is embracing remote tank monitors. Are you tired of going outside to check your propane tank or forget to order your propane on time? TMK Valley Propane now provides reliable remote tank monitoring technology. Let TMK Valley Propane take the worry away, provide timely delivery, and never run out of propane again. Thank you for your trust in TMK Valley Propane.
All the way with TMK, service with a personal touch.
Almost time for another Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff as we are live from the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. Huge thank you to Wayne Dorr for all the replays. There's going to be a kickoff out of that formation straight into the hands of Kyler Vosick, who's going to make something out of it and go up to the 40-yard line of New Lexington. That was not what O'Brien was trying to do. He wanted to get it on the ground. Instead, it was a line drive, and Vosick looked like he was fielding it as a shortstop.
Nice job by Vosick right there. Not sure if the coaches are happy that he returned or not, but everybody was running. He outran the coverage this way, got up to the 40-yard line. So outstanding, smart play by Vosick.
So Indian Valley, it's actually marked at the 41 of New Lexington. Another short field for the Braves to work with, and they made quick work of it last time out. They'll go I formation. Heavy on the left side as Williams will go under center. Bircher at fullback. Kinsey running back. ISO'd out on the right as the lone receivers Colt James. Handoff is Kinsey. Breaking into the backfield was a defensive lineman. Kinsey shrugged it off, got to the second level, and goes up to the 34-yard line, a gain of 7. He looked dead to rights in the backfield, but just shrugged it off.
Yeah, I don't know who the defensive lineman was, but he had him. He had him where he needed him. And Kinsey's like, sorry, not today, son.
So ball at the 34 now. Under 5 minutes to play. And Indian Valley, I'm sure this might be something that they're going to look to do, because now look how slow they are taking the play calls going in. They're going to be fine with chewing down this clock.
Yeah, and I'm fine with chewing the clock down, but stay in the huddle till you got to come out.
10 seconds on the play clock when the Braves break their huddle. They are going to line up. Shotgun, Bircher forward as the fullback. Kinsey lines up behind him. 2 wide receivers right. Golder's in the slot. Direct read, right side. Williams looks for room, gets some lead block, stiff arm at the 30, over top a defender at the 25, still fighting for more, and that's where he's going to go down. It's another First Federal first down on a pickup there of 9, and my goodness, is Williams difficult to tackle.
You know, you think Grady Kinsey is hard to tackle? Take a block from Grady Kinsey one time. He come out of the backfield, and he absolutely just chucked somebody, knocked him back about 3 yards, and then Riker Williams goes out there and just runs somebody over.
Hey, Shannon. If you could, I think it would be great for you to elaborate on what you were talking about staying in the huddle when they're going to run the clock down a little bit. Just kind of explain what you were talking about, because I think that's a great point.
We'll get to that here coming up here momentarily as on the I formation. They go to Kinsey. Misdirection doesn't work out, and he is met in the hole hard as a lineman comes in and finishes it off. Number 75, Eli Stevens, laying the lumber.
Yeah, whenever you go back into the huddle, if you want to run the clock, chew the clock, don't come out and put your offensive lineman in a position where they got to go down and get set and then hold that set for 20-some seconds. That tends to get tiring on the offensive lineman and their legs. They're coming out now with 17 seconds. Don't come out and make them sit there. Just come out now and snap the ball and run it.
Spoken like a true former lineman, right? Kinsey's your fullback. Fake to him. Williams spins off of his back, goes up the middle, has a whole host of New Lexington players on his back. He's still fighting for more, up to the 15. That is a 11-yard carry for a first down into the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone, and Williams took about half the Panthers' defense with him.
Yeah, I mean, you had him stopped for a 2-yard gain right there, and the sheer effort to just keep going, and then his lineman to keep helping pushing the pile and stuff and keeping him upright just does. And he also does a nice job right there protecting the ball as they were also swinging at the ball as they were spinning him around.
Ball's marked at the 14-yard line. Colt James out left. It will be a tight end right, actually a tight end on the right side, wing left. Goes strong side. Kinsey's the fullback on the left. He gets the handoff, gets a lead block from Bircher, and he's in again as Grady Kinsey dances around in the second level and scores from 14 yards out. Unstoppable, the Braves rush attack right now.
Yeah, and that's what the Braves offense has done all year long, and just keep finding ways to move forward. And I might sound like a broken record when I say this, but it starts with those guys up front. They're not asked to do a lot. They're just asked to sustain their blocks. They sustain their blocks, get Grady to the second level, and he does the rest.
Time for an extra point from Colt James. Williams with the hold. It is up, a line drive, and it's good. 36-15, Indian Valley back up by 3 scores. Big Z Sports is back after this.
This is Jordan Hartzler. At Hartzler's Quality Housing, our goal is to help customers achieve the dream of home ownership. We have been a family-owned, affordable housing business for over 40 years. We value our customers and have the knowledge and experience to help you walk through the home buying process from start to finish.
Conveniently located just off I-77 in New Philadelphia, stop by and browse their model homes or learn more by visiting Hartzlers.com.
Are you neglecting your building's 5th wall? Did you know something as simple as a clogged drain can lead to a destructive roof leak? Protect your business assets with WM Commercial Roofing's Umbrella Care program. This program will provide you with regular maintenance surveys and repairs to extend the life of your roof. Invest in your business with our top quality materials, advanced techniques, and skilled craftsmanship. Are you ready for a reliable partnership? Visit our website, wmcommercialroofing.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to learn more.
Tunes a New Philadelphia kickoff into the hands of an up man and down to the 42-yard line. Great starting field position. Make it the 43 as New Lexington comes back out on offense. 2:31 to go here in the third quarter. Shannon, some score updates from other area teams still vying for a state crown.
Yeah, Kimball Company scoreboard is Steubenville has opened it up on Dover 35-7 in the third quarter. South Range all over Garraway 35-7 in the fourth quarter. Northmore now leads Ridgewood 14-0 in the third quarter. Eastern on top of Connaught Valley 21-0. Hillsdale 30, Malvern 20.
Stevens out of the pistol, fakes the pitch right. Now he's going to try to throw middle for a screen, and it's knocked away. And a great defensive play again by Brogan O'Connor, who knocks it out of the sky, and it's incomplete. Go down to the sideline with Tim Plants. O'Connor with some great pressure up the middle there. And I don't know about you, Tim, but I think he might have been the one who tipped it when it was the Rowan Pacine interception.
I agree. I think that's what happened on the initial interception, on that one as well. He got his big mitts up there, and that's what you want to see a lineman do.
Definitely so, as New Lexington on offense motions a man from right to left. Stevens fakes the handoff, goes out here to the left side. It's Spicer looking for room. Great job by Colton Smith, and Riker Williams breaking down and knocking him down after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, Colton Smith did a nice job right there. He seen the play coming. He hurried up and he got up there and got beside the guy that was supposed to be doing the blocking and broke down. That way he could be able to shed the blocker and go whichever way he needed to be.
Colton Smith, again, the senior, back on the field after injury, continues to ball out for this Braves defense and offense. It'll be 3rd down and 9. Stevens in the pistol. Fakes the handoff to Kellogg. He's looking for room. He's got nowhere to go. Riker Williams is taking him down again. And Williams is fired up.
Williams not only is having an offensive game, he's having a defensive game too. Outstanding game tonight for that sophomore.
A loss of 7 on the sack. And all of a sudden, New Lexington's going to have to punt.
Yeah, if you're the Braves, though, if you're the special teams coach, Jeremy Bullen, you're telling him you better be watching for the fake.
You never know. Stranger things have happened. The Panthers are deep in their own territory, but their season's on the line. Goes back. Stevens puts his right leg into it. Another great-looking punt. This is fielded at the 23 by Golder. He goes right side. There's going to be a flag down, so this is likely coming back as Golder still fights forward here to the 30-yard line, but it looks like the first men back blocking for Indian Valley are going to get nailed with the hold.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to say there was a hold or if he pushed him from behind, but I thought I thought the Panthers guy got turned and they were face to face.
I don't know what team the is, Shannon.
Yeah, I stumbled on my cough drop right there.
It's that time of year, though, right? You and I, we're keeping the cough drop racket in business for sure. So Indian Valley will take over on offense, but they will be starting probably at their own 20-yard line. Unless it's a spot foul, it'll be more like the 16-yard line. Wait and see where the ball is placed, as that's what the conversation is with the stripes out on the field. Again, thanks for tuning in, whether you're at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Your continued support of high school football is what makes Z Country so great, as it is going to be a block in the back. You saw it, Shannon.
Yeah, and he was coming down there. He looked like he got him on the side by the shoulder pads, and I thought the defender turned at the right time so where they were face-to-face, but apparently he's saying he got the shove before that.
Minute 7 showing on the third quarter clock. Braves up 36-15. They're going to go I for him again. They have been loving this formation tonight. 2 wide receivers right. Bircher's your fullback. Kinsey's your running back. Handoff. Kinsey looks for room. Has a cutback lane. Goes off the left tackle. Defender is stripping at the ball, and it looks like the beanie came out. Shannon, did they say that was a fumble? As we have not had an official ruling yet. And it looks like the clock's going to continue to roll. I guess they're going to say Kinsey was down, but the beanbag did come out.
Yeah, I when the beanbag come out, I didn't think the ball was out yet, but apparently that referee there said it was.
So the ball will be marked at the 21. It's a 6-yard carry for Kinsey. And as you mentioned, New Lexington's defense is trying to rip it away from the junior running back for the Braves. So far, I guess that would go down as a fumble, but a recovery for Indian Valley. They'll go weak side now on the right, as Bircher will be your fullback, and now he'll motion in behind, or in front of Kinsey, rather. Williams will hand it off. Kinsey's off the left side, barrels over the safety at the 30. Now he's up to the 35 before he's taken down. 15-yard carry for Kinsey.
Yeah, Grady's got to be careful right now, because every time they come to tackle him now, the first thing they do is they grab at the ball. They're going for the ball, because Grady, sometimes when he's fighting for extra yardage, he gets his arm away from his body a little bit, and when he does that, they have a chance to poke it out.
It is a first federal first down to the 35-yard line, and that is going to do it for the third quarter. Hold your 4s in the air. Fourth quarter action in the regional semifinals coming right up. Big Z Sports has you covered with all of the high school football playoffs.
Wood Electric has been trusted with all of your electrical needs for over 30 years. They are the place to call for residential, commercial, and industrial work. Wood Electric is available 24 hours a day and ready to help with any electrical problem, outage, or installation. Wood Electric, serving Tuscarawas County and beyond since 1988. Like Wood Electric on Facebook or find them online at woodelectric.net.
In the rolling hills of Holmes County, we tend to do things a bit differently. At Kime, we're in the business of uncommon experiences, and we're here to care for your project like we care for our own. We believe that quality matters and want to help you get it right the first time, because your project deserves it. So visit Kime Home Center, your source and destination for all things home, building, and woodworking. Kime, built on trust since 1911.
Back here live at 99.9 and on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Braves ball, they lead 36-15, 1 quarter to go. With a berth to the regional final on the line. Williams straight up the gut into the second level, and he will be taken down at the 38-yard line. Give him a gain of just 3 there on the first down tote.
So I'm kind of curious what the call was right there, because if you notice, Riker Williams turned, looks over, and puts his thumb up in the air to Coach Lancaster, and Coach Lancaster put his thumb up back, and then he runs somebody over. So I don't know if that's, here you go, Coach, watch this. I'm going to run somebody over.
I don't know. He said, I'm adding to my broken tackles, Mark. I have no idea what he was doing there. 11:30 showing here. It is still hard to believe that the kid is only a sophomore commanding the Indian Valley offense. You got a tailback who's a junior who, in the state, probably one of the best of the best. They'll go strong side this time as Bircher's lined up offset left at fullback. Fake the pitch, going to Golder, and this time New Lexington has it snuffed out. Golder's looking for room, though. He's going to try to reverse field, but he ain't getting away from Stenson as he'll take him down at the 34-yard line. A loss of 4. That was the same look we saw earlier in the game, that fake pitch misdirection on the sweep. It was not working out for Golder.
Yeah, nice job by Golder right there to finally just quit trying to make something happen and go down. He started running backwards. You don't want to lose a bunch more yards. He went down and kept the clock running. Quick Kimball Company scoreboard update is Ridgewood has just scored as Lammers to Talon Carnes for a 90-yard touchdown. So that game's now Northmore 14, Ridgewood 7 in the third quarter.
General's not going away. 3rd down and 11. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers right. Golder's going to motion from right to left. He'll run with Williams. The play fake. It's a throwback screen into the hands of the receiver, and the new Lexington defense collapses quickly. And a fantastic play by them as they snuff out that screen. Again, Eli Stevens, the sophomore lineman, doing a lot on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, he kind of threw it back to Colton Smith right there. Had Colton Smith limping a little bit right there, so hopefully it's just a cramp. But as he turned to throw it back to Colton Smith, Grady Kinsey was sitting in the middle of the field wide open. Might have been a better option, but the play design was to go that way, and they stuck with that play.
Just the 3rd pass we have seen Williams throw tonight, but it is punt time for the Braves as it will be under 10 minutes to go when Colt James puts his leg into it. They had problems with the snap last time. That one was fine, and James gets a nice end-over-end kick going back, and a fair catch called for by the new Lexington returner at the 36 who falls on his backside as that one might have lost it in the lights a little bit, but a good job by Wilson to stay with it.
Yeah, Wilson did a good job right there and kind of went backwards and made sure he got the sure catch and went down to the ground with it, and New Lex offense is going to have to go fast here as we're down to 9:43 in the fourth quarter, and you're down 3 scores.
Well, their first drive of the game, they definitely went fast as they scored on just 2 plays. Since then, it's been a little bit tougher sledding for them. They're going to spread things out again. 3 wide receivers left as they'll stack them out in a line left side. 1 wide receiver right. Stevens in the shotgun. Kellogg left side of him. Turns, fakes to him. Swing pass, nearly jumped by the defender. Out there was Riker Williams, who comes up a little bit hobbled after trying to jump off on that screen pass, but it goes out of bounds, incomplete.
Yeah, Riker kind of stretched himself out right there, torqued his body a little bit, come down with a limp. If you're the Panthers right now, you look over here, and Brett O'Connor had to run onto the field because Colton Smith was unable to go and come back in, so maybe think about picking on him a little bit.
Shotgun, motion man from left to right is Hansen. It's going to be a potential screen pass, jumped again, and it's Riker Williams again with another PBU.
I mean, what more can he do? I mean, he could come into the grandstands real quick, sell some 50-50 tickets.
Maybe a little popcorn or hot dogs.
A little popcorn like that. If he's got hot dogs, come up here. We'll buy a couple of them.
3rd down and 10 now upcoming. Indian Valley's defense looking to clamp down. Notice something, Shannon. Colton Smith is back in the ballgame, but he is kind of a back safety. But he actually is lining up on man on one of the receivers left. There were 3 of them. Stevens off his back foot, throws to Kellogg. There are 3 Braves defenders in the area. Kellogg pushes forward, though, and boy, is he close as he gets up to the 46-yard line. It is a First Federal first down on a 10-yard hookup.
Coach Lancaster not happy with the call. He walks up and looks where the referee stands and shakes his head and walks away.
So move the chains for the Panthers, who keep rolling on offense. 9:30 to go in the ballgame. Shotgun, motion man, Schwenderman will line up as a wing. Kellogg is back with Stevens, and I don't know who you're going to get on that one, but I think about half the team moved.
Yeah, I don't know if the center was late snapping the ball or they were just all excited and ready to go.
We heard emphatically from the Indian Valley coaches box. We knew it was a false start from them. Huge thank you again to everybody who's tuned in, whether it's at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Of course, moving forward, we'll see how many broadcasts we are still going to be able to bring you, because next week in terms of live streams, will be the last week we'll be able to live stream games on YouTube. The rest will be only on your radio dial. Pistol, Stevens, fakes it to Kellogg. Straight drop, no pressure. Now he'll deliver it to Kellogg, who is unloaded on as Carson Hostetler with a huge hit.
Hostetler read that one before the quarterback did. He got it out there, and he completely unloaded on him. The Panthers kind of got away with a little bit of hold there in the backfield. Is one of the Indian Valley linebackers kind of got spun around in a circle.
It was a 3-yard hookup there and brings up 3rd down and long again. Actually, take it back. It will be 2nd down after the false start on 1st down. So now out of the shotgun, Stevens has Kellogg right. 3 wide receivers left. Hansen's going to motion out towards the sideline. Stevens back to pass. Pressure up the middle. Colt James can't get him. Now Stevens in scramble drill. Steps up to the line of scrimmage. Delivers down the field. He has Hansen. Golder's there late. Little bit of contact, and no flag will come out as it will hit the turf as Golder comes up hobbled as well as in the incomplete pass.
Yeah, Hansen got a lot of speed. He got behind Golder. Golder didn't realize it was a bad pass because he was so far behind trying to catch up. If he gets turned around, he probably gets that interception.
Golder, I think, was more worried about making it to Hansen, who had the separation for a moment. Ball was maybe a tad bit underthrown. Side judge comes in and saw it bounce off the turf. 3rd down and 12 upcoming. Ball is on New Lexington's own 44. 36-15, the Braves lead in the regional semifinals. Winner goes on to take on the winner of St. Clairsville and West Holmes in the regional final. Swinderman, motion from left to right. Stevens, straight drop, delivers down the sideline. He's got Spicer, but it's incomplete as it goes just over his head as Colton Smith and Carson Hostetler were down there in coverage.
Yeah, it was a nice job by both of them. The receiver kind of had a little bit of the step, but I think the pressure was coming so fast from the Indian Valley defensive line that the quarterback had to release it quick.
4th down and 13, and should be no question here. The Panthers are going to go, finding themselves down by 21. Stevens getting the play call from the sideline. They've got 3 wide receivers left in Ratliff, Hansen, and Schwinderman. 1 wide receiver outright. Kellogg's in the backfield. Stevens will motion him to the left side. Off-center snap. Stevens steps up, delivers it. He's got a man wide open down the seam. Rowan Pasine will make the touchdown-saving tackle, but Hansen just found the open lane and went straight down the middle of the field. Nice pickup. Moved the ball to the 29, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, that was just a play right there. It was set up for Hansen all day long, like you said. He went straight down the field and made a nice little cut to get into the flat area.
Back to pass. Stevens, pressure, backside, steps up in the middle. Flag comes in. Going to be a hold as Stevens is going to roll out and just tiptoe out of bounds and not take the punishment. James was breaking in from the side, and I think all of the referees and the fans in the stands let us know about that.
Yeah, there was a pretty big yell hold right there, and like you said, the quarterback did a nice job trying to make something happen like that. But when you get scrambled and you run away right there, sometimes the lineman gets out of position and he just grabs somebody.
A little grabby on those situations. 8 minutes will be on the clock as the ball's move back to the New Lexington 39. 1st down and 20 upcoming. Panthers might be finding themselves behind, but there is no lack of fight in them. In the pistol again, Kellogg will line up offset left of Stevens. 3 wide receivers left, 1 right. O'Brien is near side closest to us. Back to pass. Pump fake. There's a draw play. Kellogg's got a lot of room. He's at the 35, 30. Now up to the 20. Hit from the side. Shrugs it off. 15, 10, 5. And into the end zone. Touchdown for Kellogg. Carson Kellogg from 39 yards out on the draw play has New Lexington right back in it again.
Yeah, that's one of those things right there. We said they're such a pass-heavy team. They played complete pass right there, and they run that draw beautifully. That's probably the 3rd time they did it this game, and each time it's went for double-digit yards, and that one goes for a score.
The 2nd touchdown scamper for Kellogg. He's got 75 yards on the ground tonight. Extra points upcoming from O'Brien. What a seesaw back-and-forth battle this has been. Snap is back, and we got a flag, and we'll see. Did a Brave line up offside because somebody was bringing the pressure from the edge, and that's where they're pointing. And I believe it might have been a Hostetler who's going to be the guilty party. As the referees will confer. And sure enough, they're going to say lined up in the neutral zone, I think. Did not really see what the exact call was from the ref, so move him a yard closer. Now, if you're coach, pardon me, if you are the Coach Kevin Board for New Lexington, do you consider going for 2?
I mean, you go for 2 and you get stopped. You know that.
And it looks like they are bringing the offense.
Got to go deep in the book for that one. Half the distance to the goal.
I'm not sure what the call was because
Guys, they were simulating the snap by moving their hands is what they called.
Okay. I was going to say, Tim, I don't know if you're a high school wrestling fan, but I saw the hand go to the back of the head, and I'm thinking, potentially dangerous? Wait a minute there. So now, New Lexington will line up and go for 2. Heavy offset on the right, or they'll load up the right side again. Stevens is in the pistol. He'll turn, he'll hand it off. Kellogg straight up the gut, and he's in. And New Lexington now only down by 2 scores as we will move on here in the 4th quarter. Big Z Sports is back for more high school playoff action right after this.
At First Federal Community Bank, investing in our community isn't just a slogan. It's how we do business each and every day. I'm Corey Parker, mobile mortgage lender, and our goal is to empower your financial well-being and build a lasting relationship with you, your family, and your business. We're here to assist you every step of the way, from checking and savings accounts to mortgages and commercial loans. First Federal Community Bank, serving your banking needs in Dover, New Philadelphia, Yorksville, Sugar Creek, Berlin, and Mount Hope. Equal housing lender, member FDIC, NMLS number 1810696.
Is there anything better than high school sports? Hi, this is Dan Hosteller of Ferris Chevrolet Buick Toyota. High school sports brings out the best of our high schools and our communities, and the people at Ferris have always been behind the importance of athletics and academics. Just like we believe in the great cars and trucks that we sell and service every day. Like high school sports, we are a great tradition in the area. Ferris on the Wabash, New Philadelphia.
Time again for a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff as New Lexington right back in this ball game. It's 36-23, under 8 minutes to go. We'd probably expect another onside attempt from O'Brien. Today's presentation brought to you by Novellus, TMK Valley Propane, DAC Vitamins and Minerals, and the Tuscarawas Insurance Agency. There's that little spin and top onside, but this time the up man for Indian Valley dives right on it is Brett O'Connor with a very heads-up play there. We'll go to the sideline, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance with Tim. And Tim, you said simulating the snap there by the Indian Valley field goal defense team. Did you see what they were doing?
I did. There was a couple of them moving their hands up and down as they were getting ready to snap the ball, and the referee saw it, and he gave the explanation to Coach Lancaster that he was simulating the snap.
I'm trying to think the last time I saw that come out of the playbook. It has been a while. As I formation, Williams turns it on, hands it off. Kinsey breaks free behind Bircher, and he's forward, and that is a pickup that time of 6 on a first down carry, already into positive territory.
Quick Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update as a couple teams are starting to make this close. As Coshocton Valley has scored again, so Eastern now leads Coshocton Valley 21-16 in the third quarter.
Oh boy.
And Malvern has scored again on a Gore 1-yard touchdown run, so Hillsdale leads Malvern 37-28 in the fourth quarter.
A lot of fight out of our teams in Z Country. Of course, follow along with all the updates on the Big Z Sports Facebook page. Break in the huddle. No hurry to get up to the line too quickly here as they'll go shotgun again. Bircher lines up as the fullback in front of Kinsey on the left side of Williams. Williams will let it tick down, and he's actually going to take a Cush Financial Group timeout as the play clock there was down. And there's some confusion from the Indian Valley side. Not sure if they thought maybe there was going to be a play clock reset or something, as Williams was looking to Coach Lancaster for an explanation.
Yeah, not sure what was going on right there, but do the smart thing there, call the timeout, and Williams over here explaining to the coach why he had to take that timeout.
I want to give a big thank you to the Claxon Communications crew for doing our live stream tonight, and the crew of Jaron Aber and Andrew Dunlap, as they have done a fantastic job all night. Of course, Claxon Communications handling all of our live streams all season long, doing a phenomenal job as always. 36-23, 7:07 showing on the fourth quarter clock, as we'll try to get you an update on that St. Clairsville West Holmes game, because remember, the winner of this game will take on the winner of that one, as I believe it was St. Clairsville in control last time we heard.
Yeah, our Triad Roofing and Services games outside of Z Country, St. Clairsville is now pulled away from West Holmes 28-7 in the fourth quarter.
Thank you for that, Shannon, as we will go shotgun. Same formation as they look before the timeout. Williams, Reed, left side, lead blocks for him, and a flag comes in as Williams will have a first down carry, but there was a flag in the middle of a pile there, and it looks like the Braves are going to get nailed for a holding, so negate the first down.
Actually going to be a chop block.
Chop block, all right. Good eye on that. Did not see that. So instead of just a holding call, they point the New Lexington way. One of the New Lexington players went low on a blocker, apparently. Oh, my goodness. It was going to be a First Federal first down on a 4-yard carry, and now you move Indian Valley that much closer to the red zone.
You know, when you see the flag coming in at the line of scrimmage, and the official comes over, tells the other one, you know, goes low like that, well, that's the first thing you think. It's going to be a chop block on the offense. Turns out it was on the defense. Like you said, they come in and dove at the blockers. A lot of times it's a linebacker will come in and dive at the blocker's legs to try to take the blocker out of the play.
So the ball will be at the 29-yard line, 6:40 showing on the clock. Indian Valley milking the clock and would love to find the end zone again. Williams, it will be an eye for him. Bircher's your fullback. Kinsey's your running back. 2 wide receivers way out left. Golder's in the slot to the right of Colt James. There's the snap. Handoff. Kinsey, left side, lowers over the linebacker, and he's in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone up to the 18, and a flag comes in after the play at the bottom of the pile. No idea what that one could have been.
It's a personal foul.
It is that for sure. We'll see who it goes against, however. First down will stand, and it's on New Lexington. Not sure if something was said down in the pile or maybe a little extracurricular activity. Tim, down on the sideline, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Did you have a view of what happened? That came out quick.
I did not. I was looking in there, and I couldn't see in the pile of who the personal foul was called on or what exactly happened.
I just wonder, with 2 officials like that both throwing their flags, if they seen something happen in the pile. A lot of times grabbing a leg or, diving
a little
on
extra twist when you don't need it.
And I mean, both of those officials' flags came out quick.
So, Indian Valley now at the 8-yard line, 6 minutes to go. And for the Panthers, some costly mistakes here on this drive, as you had to keep the Braves out, but you have them knocking on the door in the Jeff Wallach LLC red zone. Williams running down the clock a little bit more before he goes under center. Bircher's your fullback, Kinsey's your running back, Golder's your slot, Colton Smith's the wide out near side to us. Williams takes the snap, gives it to Kinsey. Cut back lane to the right, gets off the first contact. Now he's up to the 6-yard line before he is taken down. Just a 2-yard tote there as New Lexington converged well.
Yeah, nice job right there by New Lexington. They were both able to 2 guys got him, stood straight up, and then his teammates come and helped finish him off.
Ball will sit at the 6-yard line now. Williams will get the play call. He brings in Colt James with him. Indian Valley still, Shannon, continues to do the dictating of how this pace has gone, and that has been your big difference maker.
Yeah, just slowly, methodically going down the field the way that they want to do it.
I-form Williams under center. He will turn. He will hand it off. Misdirection. Kinsey looks to bounce outside. Nothing there. He'll reverse his field. Now he goes up the middle. He somehow got to the 2, and he'll go down right there. Kinsey, the entire pile was back at the 6-yard line. It looked like he was wrapped up, suddenly popped out the backside, and somebody had a hold of his ankle to keep him out.
Yeah, somebody forgot to tell Kinsey he was supposed to go down.
There's a 2-yard carry again, and it will set up a 3rd down and goal to go from the 2.
A quick Ferris Chevrolet scoreboard update. South Range has defeated the Garaway Pirates 42-14, so congratulations on the Garaway Pirates on another incredible season, but their playoff run has come to an end.
That is running into a buzzsaw when it comes to the South Range Raiders, without a doubt. Another one of the undefeated teams still in the state of Ohio. Indian Valley's another of them. Pitch play. Kinsey, cut back lane, inside, and he's in. Grady Kinsey from 2 yards out. And the Indian Valley Braves look well on their way to moving on to the regional final.
That's 13 straight games that the Indian Valley Braves have scored over 40 points.
Unbelievable. Great stat call on that, Shannon. And Kinsey, that one gives him 5 for the night. Extra point will be upcoming from Colt James.
Braves, they're going to go for 2 right here to match the 2 points that the Panthers went for last time.
So they will go for 2. Kinsey lines up as the deep back. Bircher's offset fullback on the right. Rollout. Williams looking for the flat. He's got Golder. It is jumped by the defender, and it's picked off. And he's got nothing but room down the sideline, but that is where the play will be blown dead on the interception. No returns on the 2 points in high school. So 42-23, Indian Valley leads. 4:10 showing on the 4th quarter clock. Stick around. We got more playoff action on the way here with Big Z Sports. Are you looking to join a team that values excellence and offers top-notch opportunities? Kimball Recycling and Disposal is now hiring. They're seeking best-in-class CDL drivers, skilled mechanics, and other dedicated professionals. Join a company that puts people first and makes a difference in the community every day. With competitive pay, comprehensive benefits, and a supportive work environment, your future starts here. Apply now at KimballCompanies.com and take the next step in your career. That's KimballCompanies.com. Recycling and disposal done right.
Are you ready to give your home a new look? Look no further than Wayne Door, your one-stop shop for all your residential needs. Garage doors, entry doors, windows, and patio doors. Wayne Door has everything you need to upgrade your curb appeal. With 24/7 emergency service, you can trust their technicians to be there when you need them most. Stop by the Dover showroom on State Route 39 or visit WayneDoor.com and let the experts help transform your house into the home of your dreams. Wayne Door, more than just garage doors, from the people you can trust.
Back in again to Coshocton and Stewart Field in the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio. It's time for a Cartoons of New Philadelphia kickoff. Braves leading by 19. It's down the field, and it will roll back to one of the deep men for New Lexington. And looking for room straight up the numbers is Ratliff. Jumps over one defender who was laying on the ground, and he is stood up. And you make the call, Shannon. I don't know who you give the tackle to on that.
I'm going to say there was a whole host of Braves come in and gets that one.
O'Connor was in there, as well as I believe Coates was in there. Looks like Bronco Braun was in there. Actually, it was Vosick who was back there. And the Braves are bringing in some extra defenders here to get some playing time here with 4:10 to go.
Going to try to give their most of their starters a break here, let them heal up a little bit. A quick Triad Roofing and Services games outside of Z Country scoreboard update. West Holmes has scored on a big pass play right now. So St. Clairsville now leads West Holmes 28-21 with just over 7 minutes left in that game. So the winner of that game will play the winner of the Braves-Lexington game here.
Stevens, shotgun, delay to Kellogg, up the middle, nothing happening on the draw that time, and it was Caden Riggs who snuffed it out from the start.
Yeah, Riggs is like, you guys have drawn that deck of cards one too many times, and then he just went in there and knocked him down.
Maybe give him a half-yard gain, brings up second down. Clock is under 3:40 to go. Stevens in the shotgun, Kellogg's behind him. 3 wide receivers stacked out left, 1 right. Back to pass is Stevens. He looks left. Now he'll look middle. Steps up, and he is taken down. And guess who? It's Caden Riggs who will drop him.
Yeah, Riggs has had a quiet but an outstanding game for the Braves. Every time there's something going on in the backfield, he seems to be there.
Riggs, one of those rotational linemen for the Braves, keeping some other players fresh and such, but he does a fantastic job when he's out on the field.
Yeah, the Braves are pretty deep in a few positions, and a lot of young kids, too.
Ball will be at the 26-yard line. New Lexington, not a ton of urgency happening right now as the clock has gone under 3 minutes to go. Stevens will line up in the shotgun. Motions Schwenderman out to the left. Fake the pitch, looks back, middle of the field.
Oh.
Caden Riggs just picked it off on the screen. He jumped in front of Kellogg. Riggs read it perfectly, and what a moment for him.
Yeah, outstanding play right there for Riggs. Looked like they was going to have a nice little screenplay set up, and Riggs looked like he was out there trick-or-treating and just took the Reese Cup right out of the basket.
What a play for the lineman for the Braves. Riggs, the junior, standout wrestler for Indian Valley as well, and that was a moment that I'm sure he's going to talk about for a long time. That was almost, do we call that a diving catch?
You can call it that's kind of like a baseball sliding catch.
He looked like a catcher blocking behind the plate. They'll go weak side with Bircher as the fullback. His first carry straight up the gut. They're ripping at the ball. Bircher's still going, still fighting. Pyle's still mobile. They're past the 20. They're at the 18. They're up to the 17 before Jackson Bircher goes down.
That looked like a little rugby scrumble right there.
Bircher's first carry. They do give him 8. Once again, I say about trying to tackle Riker Williams or Grady Kinsey. You want to try to tackle Jackson Bircher too?
Yeah, Jackson, he's a wrestler, so we know he's got nice, strong legs right there, and they're trying to take him down, and the whole pile just kept moving.
Indian Valley taking their time here as it's our unofficial 2-minute warning. Braves up by 19. We'll see if they put another one on here. They will take on the winner of St. Clairsville and West Holmes in the regional finals next week. And Williams wants a timeout as the play clock was winding down to 0. It's a Cush Financial Group timeout, and we will take it. We will keep it right here, rather. And Shannon, I do have to say for Indian Valley, this is an offense that I know there were some concerns for them to come out and match up against, because there is no doubt that the New Lexington offense loves to sling it. Be that as it may, though, all year long, Stevens was only picked off 3 times and the Braves have matched that in one game, I'd say that they answered the call.
Yeah, we could sit here all night long and talk about how great Grady Kenzie's played and how great Riker Williams has played and how wonderful job the offensive line did, because they did do a great job. But the adjustments that the Braves made on defense and those players on defense to go against that high-power offense, they showed tonight that, they can play with a lot of teams in this state. And it was an outstanding performance for them.
We'll go down to the sideline, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. And, Tim, I got to ask you on that Riggs interception, that was quite the scene of them coming back to the sideline.
Yeah, they're extremely excited. As you could just hear when you guys were talking, the fans are on a level about 15 right now. It's just a great feeling for the Indian Valley faithful and the Indian Valley team. It's a huge win for the program, and it'll be interesting to see what happens next week.
Right you are, as Golder goes straight up the gut for 6 yards, and it's a First Federal first down, and only a couple more snaps will do it. And we know all too well, Shannon, when it comes to Coach Lancaster, not going to be looking to put another one in here, just going to bleed out the clock as the celebration can begin back in Jenaton.
Yeah, they'll take a knee right here, victory formation, and we'll have to wait to see who they'll be playing out of West Holmes and St. Clairsville, because right now St. Clairsville still leads 28-21.
Braves in victory formation, the best formation in football, as Williams will go under center, flanked by his teammates. He'll just have to drop to a knee a couple times, and the Braves are going to pick up a regional semifinal win, as I believe two more will do. Actually, one more will do it. Indian Valley's going back to the regional championship, and what did you say, Shannon, in the pregame of this? They had some unfinished business on their mind, and they're looking to take care of it next week.
Yeah, They've been to the regional finals now. This will be the second time in 3 years. Last year they made it to the semifinals where they fell to Steubenville again, and they've never made it out of the regional finals. They lost a few years ago to Steubenville in the regional finals at Dover when Jake Davis and all those guys played. So, as a program, this is unfinished business for them.
Final knee down from Williams, and that will do it for our ball game. 42-23 is going to be your final score tonight. Indian Valley goes toe-to-toe with New Lexington and takes care of business, and they are moving on in the OHSAA playoffs with a 42-23 victory. And you got to say, Shannon, about as complete of a victory as you've got. Maybe not a whole bunch in the passing game. You didn't need it tonight. It was all on the ground and doing the dictating all night long in the trenches.
Yeah, I mean, outstanding performance in the trenches and stuff. And I hate to get away from this game, but a Bear Carpet One scoreboard update. As Malvern has got back into this game, they now trail 44-40 with 4 minutes left. My nephew just sent me a text that our scoreboard's not updated, but he said Coshocton Valley just took the lead.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
Against Eastern, so I don't know what's going there. I'm sure he's at work and probably getting updates from somebody. But Dover has fallen to Steubenville 42-14, so congratulations on the Tornadoes. Ridgewood has fell to Northmore 21-7, and we'll get you more updates here soon.
We certainly will, as we'll see if Tim Plants can get head coach Matt Lancaster here. I know Coach will want to talk to his team. He's going to go and congratulate New Lexington on what was a phenomenal season as well, as he'll go and talk with some of the players now. Complete performance for his program, and I got to tell you, I don't know where you could find a whole bunch of holes in the way that they played the game today. That first play, that first pass play from New Lexington, you certainly could pinpoint some issues there as that went down the field 62 yards. But outside of that, it was all Braves from there on out. As Tim's walking up to Coach Lancaster, we'll see if he's got a few minutes after getting a hug from some of his family. What a moment for him, another regional semifinal victory, and they are going back to the regional finals at a site to be named later. Against a team to be named later, we got to figure out if it's St. Clairsville or West Holmes. We have no idea yet, as it looks like Tim will have Coach Lancaster. Tim, go ahead and take it away.
Hey, tell me when you're ready.
That's Coach barking out.
Coach, amazing victory. Made some great adjustments on defense that stifled their offense. A fantastic win for the program. We're not sure yet who you're going to be playing next week. What are your thoughts about this game?
I'm just so proud of our kids. We'll be playing for a regional championship next week. This was a very good team we played against tonight with a very good offense, and our defense came to play tonight. We had a lot of things we had to prepare for, all onside kick every time, and we came away with every single one of them, which was huge. The big momentum changer right before half was big, and our offense came out and finished in the second half. I'm so proud of our kids. They've worked so hard, and they deserve this.
Coach, Shannon brought up 13 straight games of scoring 40 points or more. What does that say about your offense and your front five?
Yeah, we put the game on the offensive line. You know, I mean, we got Grady and Riker and Eric back here, Jackson. We got a lot of guys. You know, and Grady's a special player. But the offensive line is where it all starts, and they've done a good job. They've been a consistent group, and they're physical. You know, and we pride ourselves on physicality, and they were physical in the night.
Coach, next week going in, either team, how familiar with West Holmes and St. Clairsville?
I've seen them both. Well, I haven't seen St. Clairsville this year, but I've seen West Holmes one time. But we've played St. Clairsville before, so it's an opponent we're familiar with, we know what they do and what they like to do. So we're excited to get back to work on whoever we got.
Congratulations, Coach.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you to head coach Matt Lancaster, and a thank you to Tim Plants for grabbing him for that interview. A very excited Coach Lancaster, without a doubt. Stick around, because coming up here in a little while, we'll return for your Dumont Sporting Goods post-game show, where we announce our McInturf Realty Player of the Game and give you a bit of a rundown of how this one shook out. 42-23, Indian Valley's victorious, and they're heading back to the regional finals. Big Z Sports is back after this.
Hey there, football fans. For over 60 years, Hampshire Insurance has been a cornerstone of the Sugar Creek community. We specialize in home, auto, life, commercial, and farm insurance. With our friendly and efficient service, you can rest easy knowing Hampshire Insurance is providing a path forward when the unthinkable happens. Give us a call at 330-852-4087. Hampshire Insurance, proud supporters of high school sports and your trusted neighbors in Sugar Creek.
Do you hunt, fish, sew, or have a hobby that you would like to share with someone? Hi, this is Noah Sugg with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we are faced with our biggest commitment in matching 56 littles with bigs. We will match a little with you that shares the same interests and enjoys the same things, so you can do what you enjoy and change the life of a little at the same time. To learn more, we ask you call 339-6916 or visit bigs4kids.com/volunteer. Thank you.
PAC Drilling, a family-owned and operated company since 2005 in Bolivar, takes pride in being an economic oil and gas drilling company. PAC's objective is to contribute to American energy independence through profitable development, operation, and marketing of oil and natural gas wells. PAC also employs operating technicians to oversee each and every well drilled to maximize its productivity and longevity. Contact PAC Drilling at pacdrilling.com.
Triad Roofing and Services in Strasburg has been your commercial flat and sloped roofing professionals since 1979. They do commercial roofing and offer free estimates. Businesses, now is the time. Set your appointment before the weather changes. They can fix your roof before problems occur. They offer maintenance plans. Will come out twice a year, clear drains, and inspect your roof. To find out more, go to triadroofingandservices.com. That's triadroofingandservices.com.
The certified public accountants at Niedenthal & Company believe in the value of relationships. Niedenthal & Company has been in business for over 50 years in your community, helping individuals and businesses grow. Niedenthal & Company can help manage and prepare your payroll, plan your estate, and prepare your business and personal income taxes. Stop into the Niedenthal facility on North Worcester Avenue in Dover and become a valued client today.
Is your vehicle banged up? Do you want fast professional service to get back on the road? MPAC Collision offers 2 locations, Newcomerstown and Strasburg, to help you out. Whether you need auto glass repair, paintless dent repair, assistance with warranty and insurance, or just need a free estimate, MPAC Collision has you covered. So the next time you need a repair, visit MPAC Collision online at mpactcollision.com and start your free estimate and learn all about what MPAC Collision can do for you.
With Room by Room, new from Carpet One, we've made finding the right floors easier than ever. Browse our curated collection of flooring options and shop by color, design, and lifestyle. Our local flooring experts will work with you to make your vision a reality and guide you with knowledge and easy-to-use tools to find the floor that fits your needs. So if you're ready to transform your home with beautiful new floors, scan the code to get started and come see the Room by Room difference for yourself. Exclusively at Carpet One Floor & Home.
Cush Financial Group has been proudly serving the community's financial needs for over 35 years. The team at Cush Financial follows an industry-leading service model with a unique approach and fiduciary responsibilities associated with their board-certified financial planner. With over 75 years of combined experience, the advisors at Cush Financial Group are here to help you achieve your financial goals. Contact their office at 330-308-8700 or visit their website at cushfinancial.com to see about scheduling your free consultation today. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Independence Capital Company Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC.
Jeff Wallach, LLC, is a family-owned and operated company proudly serving greater Northeast Ohio and surrounding communities for over 25 years. We specialize in vinyl siding, replacement windows and doors, gutters, downspouts, and much more. We provide quality service regardless of the size or scope of the project. Our crews are reliable, respectful, and mindful of a safe work environment. Jeff Wallach, LLC is certified by the Better Business Bureau. Call today and discover how we can assist you in making your vision a reality.
Now back to the Hartzler's Quality Housing Mobile Studio with Big Z Sports.
Into the Dumont Sporting Goods postgame show, 42-23, Indian Valley tops New Lexington in the regional semifinal as we await for the entrance of our McInturf Realty Player of the Game as he's celebrating with his team and hearing some good messages from head coach Matt Lancaster. So we'll run through, before we do any stats or talk about how this game went, Shannon, some very interesting games that are going on here in Z Country.
Yeah, the Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard update. Connaught Valley leads Eastern 22-21 in the fourth quarter, but Eastern is in the red zone right now and looking to try to maybe get a field goal or get a touchdown out of this. Malvern trails Hillsdale 44-40 in the fourth quarter. A couple games have went final. Steubenville has topped Dover 42-14. South Range has defeated Garraway 42-14. Those scores are identical. Northmore ends up putting another touchdown on Ridgewood to go final. The Generals bow out of the playoffs with a 21-7 loss. And Triad Roofing and Service games outside of Z Country. St. Clairsville leads West Holmes 35-21. 1 minute left in that game. Poland Seminary leads Manchester 24-13. The winner of that game plays South Range. So who's the other one? So the Cuyahoga Heights defeats Warren JFK 21-19. So Cuyahoga Heights is waiting for the winner of Malvern and Hillsdale.
And that's impressive because that's a 9 seed playing in the regional final.
Yeah, and Danville all over Corning Miller 38-6, and they will play the winner out of Connaught Valley and Eastern. And Danville was a huge powerhouse years ago, and they've returned back to the ways they used to play football.
I was going to say, there's a reason they are the 1 seed in that region. So we'll break down how this game shook out. 42-23, Indian Valley tops New Lexington. It got started off hot for the Panthers as it was a 62-yard touchdown pass by way of Isaiah Stevens into the hands of his leading receiver in Hansen. And from there, it was just kind of Indian Valley taking over and dictating the pace. They finish in the yardage advantage, 352-293 on the day. Huge night for a certain player that we're going to be talking to here momentarily. So we'll start with some New Lexington stats first and foremost. As for Isaiah Stevens at quarterback, 18 completions for 222 yards, did have that touchdown pass. However, he was picked off 3 times, which matched his season total. Outside of that, Carson Kellogg at running back had 16 totes for 75 yards. He got in with a couple of touchdowns. And that was pretty much all the scoring there for the Panthers as they fall and will have to go home now. For the Indian Valley Braves in their victory, still undefeated on the year, of course, and they will move on into the regional final. And it looks like our McInturf Realty Player of the Game is making his way onto the field. Tim Plants is going to have him, and I'll go ahead and let you know the stat line before we get started off here. It's probably going to be a spoiler when I tell you this, but he had on the night 26 carries, 156 yards, and also 5 touchdowns. Tim Plants is down there with junior running back Grady Kinsey.
I am, guys. I am down here with Grady Kinsey. Grady, 156 yards on 26 carries, 5 touchdowns. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, I think first off, what set the tone for this week was our practice. Our practice was great this week. We had a great game plan on defense. It really held a super, productive offense to only 23 points. So like we did great. And I know that's always a question mark with I'll see people saying stuff about, Indian Valley can't stop the pass. Indian Valley, they just let, 40 points get scored on them every big game. But we came in, we had a great plan, and we practiced it hard, and we just, executed it. It worked out for us.
Grady, talk a little bit about Coach Lancaster and what the message was at halftime. Going in, you had the lead, but it was still a close game. What did he say?
It's actually funny. He referred back to, I believe it was 2021, Cole Lancaster's senior year, whenever they were up 22-8 against Heath at half. It was a very, similar situation, and actually the exact same round of the playoffs. Yeah, but there's one less game back then, but it's still the regional semis. But they ended up, losing that game. I remember watching that game, and it left a bad taste in my mouth, I remember. So, I think then, we had great adjustments at halftime. We had a great drive right out of halftime. I think it was a 3-play drive, scored. It was just, this is great coaching and kids executing what we're coached to do.
Grady, one more question. Next week it's looking like you got St. Clairsville. What do you know about them?
I just know they're a very physical team. I know that whole area, down the river like that, just super physical kids. I know they've had big linemen, big linebackers. But I think we're good too. I think we got a lot of good players. I think we got a lot of good coaches. I think we just got a good culture. We got good fans. We got good everything. So I'm just excited to have the opportunity to go play another game next week.
Congratulations tonight. We're looking forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks for having me.
Huge congratulations to our McInturf Realty player of the game, Grady Kinsey, who, if you notice, Shannon, head coach Kevin Board for the new Lexington Panthers waited out there on the field to give a handshake to Kinsey and tell him great job. That shows a big amount of respect there, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, for a coach to stand there, and he talked to all of his seniors and shook all of his seniors' hands out here on the field and congratulated them, and then he stood there for the entirety of our interview right there, and that's what great coaches do. They know how hard these kids worked, and he wanted to show his appreciation. And then it is final. St. Clairsville has defeated West Holmes, so the Indian Valley Braves will take on St. Clairsville in a site to be determined. Everybody will start guessing where it's going to be. And
you and I could throw out some guesses.
I mean, I could always throw out some guesses, and it could be at Meadowbrook. It could be at Harrison Central.
We're going to be doing a little bit of a drive.
Could be at Zanesville. It just all depends on where they want to go. So.
Yeah, so that is going to be your opponent for the Indian Valley Braves moving forward. We'll go down to the sideline one final time, brought to you by Hampshire Insurance. Tim Plants, final thoughts from this one. I tell you what, Grady almost doesn't even sound like he's tired after that performance.
No, it's crazy. Every time I talk to Grady, he has the same expression. He's upbeat and feels like he can carry it another 40 times, it seems like. He never seems tired, and all just seems upbeat and jovial. So that's great to see because, he's a leader on the team. He's still got another year, but he's definitely ready for next week. And like he said, he had a bad taste left in his mouth a couple years ago, and he wasn't even playing. So he's ready to go. I honestly, I want to take a second just to say how much of a class act program New Lexington is, like you guys were talking about, where they were every single coach was out there hugging every single player, and then their head coach took the time to wait for our interview to go through just to tell Grady how good of a running back he is and how good of a game he had. And that's just a class act program, and they obviously do things the right way.
They certainly do. Well, thank you for all you did tonight, Tim, and we look forward to, I'm guessing, seeing you next week.
I sure hope so. It'll be a fun one.
So that's Tim Plants down from our sideline reports tonight, and Shannon Thomas, we absolutely agree. That entire New Lexington program, class act from top to bottom throughout this entire ball game. That was great to see, and congratulations to the Panthers, too, on what was a phenomenal season for them, just coming up a little bit short.
Yeah, they haven't been this far in the playoffs since 2008. They've got into the playoffs a couple times, lost early in the first round or two, and they've changed things down there. And Coach Board has done an outstanding job. But a quick Bear Carpet 1 scoreboard update: Eastern has scored, so they lead Coshocton Valley 29-22 with about a minute probably to go in that game now because it says a minute and 30. But Chris updated that a little bit ago, so we'll Connaughton Valley's got a shot. They can try to drive down the field, so we'll see what happens.
When that game does go final, of course, you can check out the Big Z Sports Facebook page for that. Thank you to everybody who tuned in, whether it was at 99.9 or on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. Regional semifinal victory for the Indian Valley Braves, 42-23. They pick up the victory, and they will be taking on the St. Clairsville Red Devils in the regional final out of Region 15 in Division 4 at a site to be determined later. And I can pretty much guarantee you Big Z Sports is going to be there to bring it to you live here at 99.9 in NZ Country. For Shannon Thomas and Tim Plants, as well as Daniel Adams, who's down there doing our social media work tonight, and the Claxon Communications crew of Jaron, Aber, and Andrew Dunlap, I'm Nick McWilliams. Thank you again, everybody. High school football lives right here in Z Country, and we'll be back at a high school again near you soon.
Thanks for watching this Claxon Communications production of High School Sports on the Big Z Sports YouTube channel. For the latest news and scores, follow Big Z Sports on Facebook, on Twitter at @Big_Z Sports, and on Instagram. Don't miss any of the live stream coverage all season long by simply subscribing for free to Big Z Sports on our YouTube channel. For the best in high school sports coverage, there is only one Big Z Sports.